Peace, what's going on? Yeah, free Dr. York. You already know. I don't know. Some people get notifications, though. They probably just dice it up. I don't know. Greetings, right back. Letter to 21 Savage was dope. Thank you. It's all truth. Yeah, free pops. Don't come in here trolling. Roll back. A black woman is God. I agree with you. Greatest creation. I agree with you. I walk the pyramids of apostle. Okay. Green light. Roll back, y'all. Peace. Y'all see all this shit? Ain't it crazy? As soon as they do a video, Young Elder and Uma, they expose all these people. She got documents, all that, and they took it down. You know what I mean? They literally took it down. And these niggas like Whack 100 able to do that shit with no problem. These niggas Whack 100 got access to everybody's fucking files and shit. Surprisingly. You know what I mean? And they don't ever take his shit down. He be coming on exposing gangsters and shit. You know what I mean? Niggas with criminal records and felons and all kind of shit. Pulling up they snitching records, exposing people, you know what I mean, to be vulnerable to attacks. To the point where nigga might need witness protection. And they still don't take that shit down. Take that shit down. So you gotta know it's deep. You can't say just because they were reading some paperwork, it got took down. No. Niggas do that shit all the time. Niggas done did paperwork on Alpo, you know what I mean, the drug lords, collaborators, snitchers, all kind of shit. And the YouTube don't take that down. I thought the same shit. Quiet as kept. I thought the same shit. I post things like that on Facebook and got banned for 2 years as a terrorist. It had to be the lingo or something. But again, these folk, it's an algorithmic war, just like I told you. That's what it is. An algorithmic war. I'm gonna have to start showing my face again. I'm gonna have to start popping up at establishments. I'm gonna have to start pulling up with the damn effectives. That was about to start happening. Because niggas done lost their damn mind. They done lost their mind. I guess they forgot I'm front door. I'm knock. That's me. Okay. Like I said, I don't want nobody to get amnesia. Because they good for that amnesia shit. I'm not trying to hear it. Niggas can't be around emotion. Yeah, it happens. I don't know. I thought about it, but I didn't announce it yet. So if I do it, we'll start Wednesday. You can still go ahead and do it. But I didn't announce it. I don't want to throw everybody into the fasting without announcing it. You know what I mean? But when we start, either it's Wednesday or next Sunday, we're going to be doing it every week, Wednesdays and Sundays. Okay? What I'm thinking I'm going to do is Wednesdays, Saturdays, and Sundays. Okay? I think I'm going to do Wednesdays, Saturdays, and Sundays. Okay? Because I was just listening to Pop's teaching, and he was saying that Shaitan made it be that Saturday was the busiest day. He said because people wouldn't be able to observe the Sabbath in the Western Hemisphere or in America. You know what I mean? So I may do Saturday too. We may do Saturday too to challenge people. He said you got to be able to challenge people to actually activate the discipline. But if they only doing it because it's convenient, it ain't going to work. You know what I mean? So we may do Saturday too. Gotta clickbait, thirst trap people to reach the masses. I mean, you reach them however you can. Grand rising, peace, love to all the gods and goddesses. Ashe. Saturday really be hella busy. Yeah, look at what you said, hella busy. People be clubbing and shit. All on the Sabbath. Drinking, fornicating, drugs, intoxication on what's supposed to be a holy day. When is the 21-day fast to break the habits? I never said we were going to do a 21-day fast. You must be referring to Daniel's situation. You can do it. You can do it. Mass was good. Do I do Ramadan? No. I don't think I ever observed Ramadan. Except those days when we were learning the Muslim walk. But no, I haven't lately. But again, if we're going to be fasting regularly, it's not going to be called anything. Keep up the good work, and thanks for making time. I will. I appreciate you for being here. I had to tell the sister, I don't have no problem. You know what I mean? Again, everybody want to holler, keep the peace. But I don't drop first blood. You feel what I'm saying? These folk be popping off at me. Everybody tell me to be. Nobody ain't going to correct what these folk been doing and how they been kicking their shit. Everybody want to come to me and say, you got to stop. Well, I always got to stop it. You know what I mean? You got to be the bigger person. I am the bigger person. How you explain how I'm stumped on all these folk houses? I am the bigger person. That's what I've been doing. I've been being that. You with me? So no disrespect to the sisters. She just don't know what the hell going on. Don't none of these people care about Pops. She care about him. But at least she's able to show it. These folks don't have no words to show for it that they care about him. So I don't want to work with niggas who the ops. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. And you only the op based off what you do. You could be a devil. You could be Demon Jr. You know what I mean? Your dad could be Damien. Okay? If you can help us, you can help us. But you don't get to do all that extra snaky, sneaky shit, behind the scenes shit, and think that we gonna handle you utmost regard. Fuck them. No. And then when I say fuck, that shit is what it is. They lose power. They become a non-factor. This is what it is. No, I don't hold rooms on Clubhouse anymore. We left the club. I told you a long time ago we were going to leave the club. I said, one day we're going to come up out the club now. We're going to take this off of Clubhouse. And we did. So, no, I don't do Clubhouse. Them folks who still in the club, they were the same people who say, what are you doing here, Faise One? Why are you in the club with us? Well, there's a lot of people I had to get from there and bring them this way. But we weren't supposed to stay in the club. That nigga weird calling you a cheerleader. That nigga that you're speaking about dressed like a cheerleader. I don't know what I mean. I guess he identifying himself. He dressed like a cheerleader. Whole lace fronts and everything. That's him. Every time I was around somebody, nigga talking about sex. I mean, that's all they need to care about. Sex. Who they can sleep with. That's all they care about. I think that's weird energy. Same reason why niggas get on here and start talking about sex. I'm like, damn, why the whole time I'm talking, I ain't never thinking about you having sex. But you started bringing up my sex life. That's weird energy. They did it on here. Listen, it's in 4K. Like, bro, why is that crossing your mind right now? I'm uncomfortable. Yeah, he projected, he reflected, he did all that. Refracted. You feel me? All kind of light come out. When that shit burn off. When that green light come through, motherfucker get the shit. Don't even know what they saying. Yeah, I don't know what they have. That ain't my shit. Like, they having an issue. You can have an issue. You know what I mean? Niggas have an issue, niggas can get that issue. However it come. But when I say something, I mean what I say. I mean what I say. I was who I am now, 2022, 2021, 2020, 2019, 18, 17, 16, 15, 15. Nigga, 1998. I've been this. You know what I'm saying? I don't go for injustice. I don't stand for that. I've been like that since a child. I don't stand for injustice. If something ain't right, it ain't right. I remember my stepfather, I was 5 years old or 4 years old. It might have been 4 years old. And my my stepfather, I think, yeah, I was 5 because they came out with, no, I was 4. They had the movie Like Mike. I wanted to be like Mike. I used to run around with my basketball shorts and the jersey with the little Nerf ball. And they had Blade, too. I wanted to be Blade. I had on some corduroys, some white corduroys I used to put on. And they had them hangers, them open, them open white hangers that got a little space that you can hold on to and spin around your finger. I used to act like them hangers were blades. And I had them knives and running around the house. I was Blade. You with me? So I remember being 5 years old, and my stepfather said to my little brother, he was like, you only gonna listen to me. You ain't gonna listen to your Omi, ain't that right? You only gonna do what I tell you to do, not your Omi. You gonna listen to me. I'm Uber. I said, no. Right? Everybody turned and looked at me. I said, no. I said, that's not right. I said, get out of our house. Right? Listen, my right hand to the Most High. I said it's to my Uber, my stepfather. Because he told my brother, don't listen to his Omi, listen to him. He said, you only gonna listen to me, not your Omi. He said, I'm Uber, you gonna listen to Uber. Right? I said, no. I said, that's not right. Get out of our house. Right? He looked at me. There was a look of confusion on his face. Then he said, go stand in the corner. So I took my time. I went, you know what I'm saying? Stood in the corner. And I could overhear him and my Omi having a little small argument about it until eventually he was like, all right, Omar, you can come out. Yeah, what the fuck you mean? What do you mean send me to the corner? What you told him was wrong. What do you mean only listen to you? I mean, he has to listen to our Omi too. So I was like, that's not right. Get out of our house. I'm a little 5-year-old person. I don't know. All I know is something about what he just did is against the divine. So I'm going to correct it. I was the one with the little voice that was a big voice. I didn't care. Whoever it was. Listen, I remember my Uber got my Omi arrested one time. I had to be 8 or 9 years old. Okay, because we had just moved to Athens. Something popped off. They got into it. She wound up going to jail. She called the police. Most of the time, she called the police for help, you know what I'm saying, to get the shit situated. And they'll take her to jail because they call her the aggressor. You know what I mean? But it'd be him starting shit. Right? So I watched my Omi get in the police car. And Omi, U-M-I, it means mother. I watched my Omi get in the police car. And he came back in. Everybody else all my other siblings, they ran in the room. I stood out there in the living room by myself. I could hear the door crack open. They looking out from the room and shit. What he finna do? I stood there. And he walked in. And he closed the door. He just stood there. He looking at me. I'm looking at him. All right, we stood there for like 15 seconds. And I said, why'd you do it? He said, what? I said, why'd you do it? Why'd you lie on her? Why did you get her locked up? And he went off on me. I got punished for that. I got locked in my room. Everybody else eating, you know what I'm saying, gourmet sandwiches and shit. He sending little bowls of Cheerios to my room and shit. Not enough milk. Even my sister, my older sister's like, yo, that's not enough milk. You just getting a little, you know what I mean? I got treated bad for that. You know what I mean? For standing up and say, yo, why'd you do that? Why did you lie on her? I was there. I saw the whole shit pop off. Why did you lie? You like, what? I said, why did you lie? Yo, man. Oh, yo. And he got mad. But I always been like this. You know what I mean? When it's injustice, it's injustice. When motherfucker lying. And one thing I don't like is for a motherfucker to lie on me. That's one thing I don't like. Another thing I don't like when people have me fucked up through the phone. I don't like that. You know what I mean? I have no idea how people do that, but I don't like that. So that's why I told I said, I'm not no character. I don't know what that is. It's about assassination of character. No, they're going to have to assassinate the man. You can't assassinate my character. You're going to have to assassinate the man. That's what you do. You know what I mean? You're going to do your best to do that. Because good luck. You with me? That's why I said they're going to try this. They're going to try that shit. Good luck. You with me? Yeah, I stand on truth. And anybody who hated that truth like he did, yeah, he didn't like that. But, hey, you know, he had to come around eventually and give me my respect. Because he remember. And I give him his respect as a man for his role in raising me. You know what I mean? But when he was wrong, he was wrong. You feel what I'm saying? You know what I mean? That's just me. I just stand on that. Well, I don't put on. This ain't no character I'm coming up with. No. Folk done seen me go off on people. Folk done seen me uplift people. Folk done heard me teach. Folk done seen me cry. Heard me cry. I'm who I am. I don't put on. That's weird. I'm just who I am. Ain't put on shit for nobody. That's why I'm like, wait a minute. I came here and I realized what they did to Dr. York was an injustice. And it was a big injustice that required a lot of work, a lot of dedication, a lot of attention and energy over the years from a lot of people. You know what I mean? To reverse. And I told my Umi at 5 years old, I said, I'm going to fight. Did I keep my word? That's 20 years ago. I was 5. I said, I'm going to fight, Umi. This ain't right. In my mind, I was like, why would anyone want to destroy something that's this damn peaceful? It was so peaceful. I said, why would anybody want to destroy this? I didn't understand it. And I was genuinely curious about a lot of things like I am now. When I didn't understand something, I really don't understand it. I don't get how people, I don't like liars. You know what I mean? It made me feel weird. It made me think you think less of me if you're going to lie to me. Don't lie to me. If you're going to cheat on me in 4K. Like, you know what I mean? Send me the footage. I said, yeah, that's you. You know what I mean? Do it like that. Don't do no behind the scenes shit. If you're going to steal money from me, like, let me see you doing it. Put the safe in front of me. Let me see you put the code in. I ain't even going to ask you what you're doing. When you go to steal, you know what I mean? Put it in your pocket, whistle, walk off. Do it like that. You know what I mean? If you don't try to backdoor me, try to fuck with somebody I fuck with, do it in front of me. Don't do it behind me. Everything I do is like up front. It's like this. You're gonna see this hand. You know what I mean? Only time you can say it was something that went wrong is I thought you understood some shit and you didn't understand it. There was a misunderstanding. Okay, we cleared up. Boom. But don't do no background shit, behind the scenes shit to me. You lose rank in life. Everybody who know me, they know that. I don't like that shit. I got a sister, biological sister. I'd had to have a conversation with her about that shit. You know what I mean? When it's a simple shit. She a young lady, so you know what I mean? Hold on, I don't know what you got going on, but you're young. You're a minor, for one. Let's deal with this. If we question who the fuck on this phone texting you all hours of the night, that's what the fuck we doing. You feel what I'm saying? And one time the phone had to be taken. And the phone's in my room. I left. I come back. The phone ain't in my room no more. I'm asking around because everybody know, don't come in my room. It's been like that. This is a temple, the holy space. You don't come in my room. And everybody knows that if you come in my room, I walk in, I'm going to feel that you came in. And I come out and say, yo, who was in my room? Sometimes I call him my name, say, yo, you went in my room? He say, yeah, I had to grab this. I said, yo, don't do that. You know what I mean? Because you know how niggas get the, you ever seen the Step Brother movie? When the nigga walked in and started measuring the drums and shit? Yo, did you touch my drum set? That's how I get. I'm like that. Yo, hold on. What the hell? Yo, who came in here into this holy space? Because a lot of work that I go into making sure a lot of things could move a certain way in those spaces. I locked myself in my room for 3 years. You know what I mean? Of course, I go out to handle business, but I was in prison 3 years in my room. You know what I mean? And I was building stuff up. And I go out into population. It wasn't fair. Because your mind, when you can do that, lock yourself up and just build the mind and build the self, you go amongst people who they shower themselves with illusions all the time. Yeah, you up there, they down there. You feel what I'm saying? It ain't fair. You with me? So I took the phone. I come back, the phone gone. I'm like, wait a minute. You know what I mean? So I go, the phone is in my mama's file cabinet. I'm like, what the hell? So I'm asking around, I say, yo, you grab the phone? Yo, you grab it? The last person I'm asking is the sister who I took the shit from. So I go to her, I say, yo, you came and got the phone out the room? She was like, no. She lied to me, right? Now, I asked her again. I think I might have asked her 7 times. I stood in her doorway. I asked her 7 times. I said, yo, I'm going to ask you this again. Okay, did you go in the room and take your phone? No. And then eventually she couldn't just say no. She started to think, I think they think that they fill up this thing over here, fill up this thing over here. You don't know, you're acting weird. And I'm sensing that. It's like, it has a smell. It's imbalanced. You know what I mean? I'm like, damn, that's weird. Okay. So it came around that, yes, you did. You did take it. There was another time it was taken, and I had the shit under the damn desk, and I came in. I guess you weren't able to move fast enough. I came back earlier than what people thought I was going to come back. I come into the room. She in the restroom. I'm like, oh, what the hell? and the phone is still under the desk, but I'm like, something off. You know what I mean? I'm measuring the drum set. So, yo, what the heck? Did you touch my drum set? So I'm like, yo, did you come in here and hook your phone up to my computer? Right? She said no. She said no. What she didn't know is that my computer always, if not, you get handled like one of the little, you know what I'm saying, Snoopies. And you don't even realize you frustrated about a position where your shit could be higher in life. And I told my sister, I said this to her. I said, you and me ain't gonna be able to be tight. We ain't gonna be able to be tight. We ain't gonna be able to be close in life. And she stood there quiet. Right? I said, I was there when you were born. You know what I mean? I was there when you were named. You know, she got older brothers. I was there telling them niggas, hey, don't fuck with her. Don't think you finna bully her. Because what she gonna do, she gonna grow up and y'all ain't gonna be able to handle her. That's how life panned out. They can't handle her now. You know what I mean? But they come to me after I told y'all niggas. I be laughing because she be running their ass in circles. You know what I mean? She don't got time for none of that shit. But they should never, you know what I mean? They made it that way. But I told her, I said, she ain't gonna break. She gonna grow up and y'all gonna have an issue. They can't fuck with her. They can't physically fuck with her. None of that. She running over niggas. And I don't have nothing to do with that because I told y'all. You know what I mean? So, right? I said, I was there when you were born. I was there when you were named. You know what I mean? You're named after our grandmother and my godfather. You know what I'm saying? I said, we're not going to be able to be close. I said, because you would lie to me. Right? And I gave her a short little speech about that. And then I asked her one more time. I said, did you plug up your phone to this computer? She said, yeah, I did, but just for a little bit. I said, I gave her phone back. Right hand to the Most High. I gave her phone back. I said, go ahead. Here you go. I said, all I wanted you to do was tell me the truth. Now I know, like, damn, if I can't, like, I'm going to trust you. You can't even tell me the truth. You feel what I'm saying? I gave her phone back. I wasn't on no dictator shit. I wasn't embarrassing her, screaming all, letting everybody in the house hear. I'm having a conversation. I'm talking to y'all. As soon as she said it, she said, I did. I hooked it up for anyway, here goes your phone. Go ahead. Because you don't have to deal with me. You got to deal with why you lied to me. And you got to deal with the love that came through. And you had to say, damn, I lied to this man. Why did I lie to him? He been on my side. He been rocking with me. He'll protect me. Why I lied to him? You feel me? So anybody know, that's how I am, for real. I don't like when people lie on me. I don't like when people lie to me. It made me think that, this person think I'm, you know what I'm saying, a fool. I'm very wise. I've been very wise since I got here. You know what I mean? I be around motherfuckers. Listen, one thing I learned from my Omi, you don't got to look at somebody to look at somebody. People don't utilize their peripheral vision enough. Listen, if you face this way instead of that way all the damn time, the person over here, try facing this way. All right? If you want to see somebody, don't look at them head on. Look at them in your peripheral. You'll watch their eyes will change. You know what I mean? Listen, I'm giving you a science. If you want to find out if you're dealing with a demon or not, don't always look at them in their face. You know what I'm saying? Turn your face this way and look at them. Because this means this particle, which is a conglomerate of particles. Because remember, when particles are observed, they respond differently and they act differently. Like when we were children in school. You know what I mean? You got the substitute. Substitute is like lack of supervision. They don't have supervision. They got a little vision. They're a substitute. They're up under that. The super, beyond that, see all that shit. You can't do that shit with your real teacher. Same thing with Pops left the scene. Everybody start acting up. You know what I mean? Because they don't think that the teacher been watching. Okay? But it was always that teacher that has some other way of watching or other way of knowing. Or they go to the star student and they say, take names. Y'all remember them days? Where the student would take names, or they'll tell the substitute, write the name down. If you saw the star student going up to the substitute desk and you was just acting up, okay, and the substitute whispering to the star student, yeah, you might want to, you know what I'm saying, straighten up. Because that substitute is asking what's your name so that we can take names, or that we'll get a substitute the name. So you don't know why we was showing up in class, goody two shoes, and you just acting up all around us, saying stuff about the clan mother, all that shit. You don't even know who we are. You know what I mean? You dissing Pops. You don't even know who I am. And then I'm just taking names. And then the substitute say, yo, who is this? I say, that's such and such, such and such. You know what I mean? Boom. And then we got all these names, and they all coming out. You with me? That's how I am. That's who I've been my whole life. You know what I mean? I was taking names. And they didn't know that. So when people don't think they're being observed, all right, they act differently. There's a subconscious science. So I'm giving you something that I was taught very young by my umi. All right, you want to see? Listen, my umi, we could be in a group full of people. Okay, my umi wouldn't look at me. Her eyes will be like this, and they'll do like this. I'm over here, right? Her eyes will be like it, then she'll do this. She'll look like this, not moving her head, just her eyes. You know what I'm saying? Women, y'all do that. Women do that amongst themselves. All right, and I wasn't a nigga who just hung around my dad or my stepfather. I hung around women. So I learned more about telepathy and intuition and nonverbal communication. That's why niggas don't know when women talking over their head, literally. Okay, because a lot of it's being signed. Okay, that's the meta science. There are a lot of signs. So if you see a female and they looking like this and their eyes do that, she communicating to somebody, nigga. Her eye ain't lazy and done finally just got back right. You know what I mean? Boom, boom. So we'll be in around people and she'll, I say certain things, and if I'm saying some shit I ain't supposed to say, you know what I mean? Soon as they look at a bag or some shit, she'll give me a quick look. And a look quick enough that it be a quick round. Like, nigga, what the fuck? Oh shit, I need to shut up. I'm saying some shit I ain't supposed to be damn saying. That's how I learned to be more quiet. And I be quiet around the elders. I be quiet around her friends and them. And I be up in the corner like I'm playing my truck. But I'm listening to everything they saying. And as soon as they leave, I'm like, yo, Umi, when she said something about collard greens, is that weeds? She's like, you heard her say that? I'm like, yeah, that's weeds. It's called marijuana. This is what people do. You shouldn't get into that. At least before you graduate, you know what I mean? Don't do that. You know what I mean? Graduate first if you're going to get into it. I'm 4 years old. But I remember my homie told me at 4 years old, don't do that shit. And if you're going to do it, graduate first. So when niggas came to me at 12, 13, 15, 17, my homie told me don't do that shit. And I trust what my homie told me. You know what I'm saying? Because this lady feeds me. This lady gave me shelter. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? I show up at the table, a plate arrives. You know what I mean? I trust this lady. She has my best interests at heart. I don't know you, and I never woke up and you brought me a plate. You know what I mean? I never felt the breeze of the blanket as you fluffed it up for me to lay down. I ain't never felt that, so I don't trust you. Y'all smoke weeds amongst yourself. My homie told me what that's called. No, that ain't kush. That's marijuana. I know about that. Them the weeds. Them the collard greens. And I'm not supposed to touch that because it turns you stupid. If your prefrontal cortex ain't activated and you start doing that shit and you ain't have no background or backbone, you know what I'm saying, no foundation, your shit, you'll be lost. And that's what happened to a lot of my partners. They don't know that they're lost. You know what I'm saying? And I got to tell niggas, hey, we got to break the weed spell. They say, a lot of people ain't ready to let it. You have to, it's a certain type of person that can handle it, but everybody can't handle weed. You know what I mean? And most people can't. It changes you. It makes you think only about a rush. People say it's not addictive. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. It'll cause you. If you're focused on getting high or having a dopamine release, then it is addictive. You'll be addicted. You with me? I'm like, my homie told me this was weeds. So I asked her as soon as they leave. Yo, they talking about collard greens. Are those collard greens? Are those called weeds? Are those the weeds? Because here's what they do. They talk around anything. You're a little child. They think, oh, no, they don't know who I am. So I'm listening. You talking about, you know what I'm saying, money. You talking about family gatherings. You're talking about what you just got into with your husband, all this other stuff. You talking about all this extra shit. Where collard greens come in? You ain't mentioned Thanksgiving or none of that. You know what I mean? So, yeah, I'm about to get me some of these collard greens. What you mean? It's the way you said it. It don't even match. So I'm doing the same thing that the algorithm do when people thought they were smart. They're like, they ain't going to say vaccine. They're going to say the jab. You know what I mean? Or they're going to say Apple. One nigga said they're going to say Apple. But the algorithm listening to everything niggas are saying, especially on Clubhouse. So they like, bro, what do you mean? All the people who took the Apple, you know what I mean? They like, bro, you're saying took the vaccine. They figured it out. Remember all them fact checkers and your video get flagged? They came up with the COVID message. All right, it was some females on a story. They said, some of y'all ready to take these shots? They talking about COVID. They still put up the COVID shit. Just in case. I really said, I don't know. I don't trust that shit. They flagged it anyway. You with me? So I was like, wait a minute. What the fuck? You ain't even talking about shit that got to do with food. So, collard greens. That must be the weeds. I heard about the weeds. All right, I remember the Lion in pre-K. They were talking about some stay away from drugs, don't do drugs, the DARE program. Those are the weeds. So I asked my Umi, I said, yo, is this the weeds? She said, yeah, the weed. It's called marijuana. And she explained all the shit to me. Because we were taught if the child can ask the question, they're ready to know. They can ask about it, they're ready to know about it. You know what I'm saying? When the student is ready, the teacher will appear. You with me? So No, I didn't like that. You can't hide none of that shit from me. No, but she would do that shit and be around people, and she'll look at me a certain way to let me know. Another person who did that was my grandmother. You know what I mean? I met my grandfather when I was 5 years old. I've only seen him twice in my life. Once when I was 5, and the second time was in 2020. 2020, I think it was, a presidential convention that my father threw at one of these mansions, right? And he was there, he was in his all white, but I only met him once, right? So he came to my grandmother's door, and it was my 5th birthday. I had just turned 5. She opened the door. He walked in, he had on an all black trench coat, all that, to get up with the little hat, I think it's called a fedora, it might have been, right? And he gave me $5 for my 5th birthday. And I'm excited about this $5. I'm rich, da 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 da. You know what I mean? And it was also magical that I know who my dad is, right? Now I know that my dad has a dad, and I'm looking at my dad's dad. It was amazing to me for me I was excited about that. And I looked over at my grandmother, and she gave me this quick look, right? And all I'm gonna say is that look was enough for me to understand about my bloodline. That look was enough for me to be cautious about that side of the family. You know what I mean? Not in no negative way. I'm not trying to say it negative, but my grandmama wouldn't have looked at me like that for no reason. You know what I mean? So she gave me this look. It was real quick though. And she was laughing and stuff, smiling, but the look she gave me was like, you know what I mean? It was real quick, and it would say, be cautious still. All right? And I grew up to understand more about what she was, saying. And I think Dr. York called my grandfather Peter. Okay? I think he was called Peter by Dr. York. And Peter was one of the disciples, but Peter also was called Shaitan. And I have nothing negative to say about my grandfather, because I don't know my grandfather. Okay, all I know is what I know. And my grandmother could see. She didn't rock with my stepfather. But when she met my biological father, as soon as she met him, they just both started laughing. They bust out laughing. You know what I mean? It was all love. And my godfather, she didn't have a problem with him. You know what I mean? So I know if my grandmama gave me a look, it was just something that I had to be cautious about. You with me? And it was like that with my grandmother on my father's side. She was all kind of stuff my grandmama would say. And now I get it. But she wasn't no damn fool. You with me? There's nothing you better learn about the elders. The elders were young once too. You know what I'm saying? You better let that resonate. They had they shit that they were doing back in the day. You know what I mean? You see the grandmama making the cake, you know what I'm saying? And cooking in the kitchen with a grandmama dress. Hey, you better not take her to be no fruit cake. You know what I mean? Everybody talking about, well, this ain't the grandmama generation. We're not just putting up with da-da-da. You didn't see Grandpapa get his head blown off. You ain't see the nigga get thrown down the steps. You ain't see that. You don't know why Grandpapa stayed, not why Grandmama stayed. You ain't see that other shit. Grandmama ain't show that. You woke up, they just got through tussling. They do that shit quietly. You know what I mean? They set the alarm clock. This shit go ding, ding, ding. They get to tussling. She beat his ass. You think she getting mishandled? No, she humming in the kitchen because she just got through putting her foot up this nigga ass. He said, this ain't grandmama. You damn right this ain't grandmama generation. Because grandmama wasn't weak. Grandmama pushed out 13, 12 children. She ain't weak. You know what I mean? And raised them all to be strong, including your parents. You know what I mean? Who you talking about, this ain't their generation. You damn right. Because grandmama was independent. Grandmama actually made a lot of shit move. You know what I mean? You didn't know that. Grandmama paid the fucking bills. He just made the money. Came home, brought her the check. Grandmama made sure the taxes and all the shit was fine. You don't know what you're talking about, women. You got to talk to the elders. Don't disrespect them. Talk to them. They'll tell you. Let me tell you something. We kept the nigga because we wanted the nigga around. We could have had any nigga on the block. We wanted this nigga. We liked this nigga. He became our dog. That's how the elders were talking. The elders used to say, dogs know where home is. You know what I mean? You think you telling on Charles or James or Jimmy. So we seen James. I know about that nigga down the damn street. Hell, I told him about it because he can get the fuck out of my face. What the shit you think you telling me? Listen at me. I know about all this shit. But grandmama knew what the fuck was going on. You got to talk to the elders. You know what I mean? That's why I say I wish a lot more of the fathers were present and the elder men were present for us to speak to us men about how to be men to women. And I wish more of the elder women were present to speak to the women about how to be women to men. You know what I mean? And I also wish that when the elders spoke, because sometimes they did, that we listened. And a lot of times we thought, oh, this is an old person. We don't got to listen to them. You know what I mean? But that's not true. We should have listened. And a lot of times the elders could have done a better job of learning our lingo. You know what I mean? Don't get upset with us about sagging pants when y'all didn't get upset with MC Hammer when they used him to make it trendy for the shit to hang low. And then they pushed the butt breaking through the prison system. And next thing you know, it became a fashion statement. You upset with us, and we just got here. You know what I mean? And they was upset with our parents about the damn bell bottoms. You know what I mean? It's always some other shit. And I'm sure their parents were upset with them about, you know what I mean, to let it all hang out, the Harlem Renaissance. The elders turning up their nose about the Freaknik shit. You know what I mean? Everybody forgot about Freaknik. People are nervous that the Freaknik documentary coming out or came out. They nervous about that shit because they don't want their child to see their face. Like, Mama, ain't that true? They turn that off. You know what I mean? You don't mean watching this inappropriate shit. They don't want nobody to see that you was out there with them Daisy Dukes. Look at that girl with them Daisy Dukes on. That was your mama they were talking about. But you don't want nobody to see that shit. They talking about our generation. Y'all generation didn't have social media. Y'all generation didn't have Instagram. Y'all generation just found out, what's this internet shit? Internet. You know what I mean? Your grandmama talking about, y'all get all that internet. It was internet. They were telling you was internet. Y'all just found out about internet. Y'all could email people, get on the chat rooms and shit like that, but you didn't have social media. If you would have had social media, a lot of that kicking it, talking about some weeded, our generation out of control, what was Freaknik? What was Freaknik? You know what I mean? Look at what they're trying to do. They're trying to spin a narrative. Let me tell you what these people do. They're trying to spin a narrative that Freaknik was a black revolutionary event. It was a bunch of horny adults. That's what Freaknik was. We adults now. So we know adults be horny. Because we're adults. It was a bunch of horny adults. All out in the street, groping each other, romping and jumping and dancing and gyrating all over. You know what I mean? Twerking or booty shaking and holding a little camcorder. Nigga was going to CVS, get more batteries and water. Walmart, get you a little camcorder. You know what I mean? Get you an SD card. You know what I mean? Niggas making porn off in the parking lot, going behind the buildings. You know what I mean? Prostitutes all over. You know what I mean? Your pastor out there with a ski mask before they made ski masks. You know what I mean? Everybody was out there, horny. Freaknik. Then they try to make this shit seem prestigious. Oh, we just need a movie. We're going to call it Freaknik. She sounds dumb as hell. What? I mean, this was great for black people. It was good for horny people who just wanted to get away and just find an escape. That's what it was, a horny escape. And they thought it'd be all swept under the rug. So, no, it was every generation had their devilishment. Every generation had their drug or their distraction, whether it was angel dust, heroin. Now we got Percocet, Skittles, Beans, Xanax, all right, LSD. Here go what they also tricked you with, shrooms, all right, psilocybin, ayahuasca. They try to say, it's just medicine. That's the same thing said about marijuana. It's just medicine. I got it for medicinal purposes. Yeah, right. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's just medicine. You know, but it's sending you on a trip. That means you high. So everybody want to get high. Yeah, Mary Jane. Don't you love me, Mary Jane? Nigga making songs about Mary Jane. Yeah, everybody had their own distraction. Lotus flower, blue lotus. You know what I mean? Everybody. So, okay, we can't put it off on one generation. I just wish more people were hands-on. That's what I wish. I wish more people would have been actually dealing with, literally, what was happening with the generations that were beneath them or younger than them. If they would have been dealing with that, maybe things would have panned out differently. But things can't pan out differently unless you actually make it different. You know what I'm saying? But people couldn't make it different. So if you want to make it different now, don't ignore the youth. Stand on truth. Somebody asked me, yo, how we going to get pops out? Stand on truth. That's how. Tell the truth. Everybody tell the truth. You with me? Come out. Let it be known. You feel me? I know a lot of people are afraid to go to prison. I get it. Okay, but Pop's been in there for 22 years. He went to prison for you. So he went to prison so you didn't go to prison. And he didn't tell on nobody. He didn't get on there and say, no, this person that did that, he didn't do none of that. You know what I mean? But y'all lied on him. You feel me? So I know people are afraid. That's a thing. He ain't say not to do any of these things, overstand the message, and you would know what to do and what not to do, what to use and how to use it. I'm telling you, don't do it. I'm saying don't take shrooms. That's what I'm saying. Unless you're going through the rite of passage, which sometimes takes 10 to 12 years. All right? You know what I mean? No. Because it's drugs, y'all. It's drugs. They say, I'm microdosing. Listen to the word, dose. You know what I mean? That's drug talk. You macro, whatever you do, you taking drugs. You're trying to escape or go on a trip. That's what people say when they want to get on a trip. They say, yo, I'm going to take a vacation or a hiatus. Listen to the word, hiatus. You know what I mean? You with me? Yeah, that's all it is. Drugs. Rite of passage, what do you mean? Rite of passage. You have the right to pass. It's RITE. Okay? In all actuality. But that was for shamans. That shit wasn't put there for every motherfucking body. Certain people with certain genes that were, like, they going to test you and see if you got that gene. They going to test you and see if you got that spirit. Or if that information booming through you. Then you go ahead and activate that tool or that method. But it wasn't the only way to communicate. It wasn't the only way to access it. You can go through astral projection, all of that. But it take more work, I guess. People want a shortcut. You know what I mean? Yeah, you don't got it. My name is Omari Shaman Hargrove. That's my name. Shaman is my middle name. I have never, ever, ever, ever ingested shrooms in my life of any kind. You with me? Yet I've had access to all these different realms. We done had all the classes. We did all that. You know what I'm saying? I taught people how to astral project, what to do in sleep paralysis, and how to access different states of consciousness. We already did all that. That's old. But I never took no drugs to do it. You with me? So, yeah. You can breathe in and release DMT. Deep breaths will activate alterated state of consciousness. When you sleep, you're breathing deep. You with me? Your body has to shut you down consciously, though, to make sure that you can recharge. Because if not, you ain't going to never recharge. You'll burn yourself out. We don't need shrooms. Facts. Don't smoke weed, bro. I'm trying to stop myself, and it's a war with the self. I appreciate you for saying that. I salute you, and I encourage you. You know what I mean? I don't smoke weed, y'all. I don't smoke weed. Now, but all the hypothetical times that I ever hit a blunt, my whole being was like, we don't need this. And I can count offhand, hypothetically, how many times. Hypothetically, I can count offhand how many times I done hit a blunt. And every time I'm like, how the fuck do people do this shit? Told you I done hypothetically hit the blunt once. And I'm watching somebody back to back this shit. Boom, boom, boom. I'm like, bro, I done hit this shit one time and I'm already questioning what is life. I don't get it. How people do this, and people can do it. So if it's, they can do it. I can't do it because I'm not trying to escape reality. I'm reforming reality. I'm building on reality. I'm building a new one. I'm not trying to escape. I don't need an escape from this. You know what I'm saying? I'm fighting every day to rebuild. You know what I mean? Build, destroy, build, destroy. Destroy what don't need to be there. Build what needs to be there. I'm not trying to escape. And what I know is happening, which is why I came out with the rehab book, is everybody's trying to escape. And I get it because, life is hell. And hell is painful. You know what I mean? And a lot of people, they don't know. Niggas say life is good. The Rastas say, nigga, Rastas don't worry. Be happy. You know what I mean? The Rastas just say, don't worry. But you forget what them niggas smoking every fucking 3 seconds. You know what I mean? So, yeah, they ain't got nothing to worry about. Because that's what the fuck a weed will do. It'll make you not worry about shit. You know what I'm saying? Don't worry about a thing. That nigga just hit a blunt, went right into the studio. Every little thing is going to be all right. He might be right, but he only know that because he's high. You with me? But when you really deal with the problems, instead of just getting high, you deal with all the issues. It's like, okay. I mean, it's a lot more than just manifestation or talking or affirmation. It's activation. They got to come with that. And when you hit that blunt, you don't want to do shit. You niggas don't want to do shit. Niggas will tell me, Faise, I was 15. A nigga told me I was in the studio. I was at Omen Agency Studios. Right? A nigga told me, Faise, when you don't smoke, yeah, that's good. I'm like, that's crazy because you just offered me the blunt. Then I say I don't smoke, and you say that's good. Ain't that trickery? Niggas say, they do like this. Peer pressure ain't, come on, man, you lame as fuck, hit the blunt. This ain't the TV. You know what I mean? They ain't pushing you, tapping your shoulder, say, come on, man, you can do this. No, peer pressure is this. That's how peer pressure look. Nigga do this. And then they realize you don't do it, they just hand it to that person. That's peer pressure. Because everybody looking at you. And motherfucker don't want to be the one to be like, I don't do that. Me, I'm the nigga I don't do that. You with me? So, they do that. You know what I'm saying? And I'm looking at them. I say, nah, I don't do that. I'm good. Right? They say, okay, you don't smoke. That's good, Faise. Stay like that. Well, why the fuck did you offer me? You know what I mean? Then the nigga was like, you start smoking though. He said, you gonna activate your creativity. You gonna be creative. You gonna get in the booth. You gonna be like, damn, where the fuck this shit coming from? Then he went in the booth and made a trash-ass song. I said, I'm good. He came out and said, nigga, you see this shit creative. The nigga was talking about smoking weed. He was talking about smoking weed, getting money, having sex. Oh, it's the same. How's that creative? That's the same everything. Everybody else do the same thing. One thing about me is people know me for my creativity, my what you call concepts or procepts. People know me for that. Then I'm going to come up with some shit that's like, damn, why the fuck did niggas say that shit? Damn, okay. I ain't even think of this like that. You know what I mean? People know me for that. My music is different. When I get the writing and flowing, all right, I don't got to always be rapping fast and none of that. I'm going to come up with a procept that's going to flip shit. They going to be like, damn, I didn't think about that. You listen to the Man's World song. You know what I'm saying? I'm in a man's world. But I'm with this bitch right now. Huh? Ow. So they say, what I say, say no slide. I thought you were bit, dog. You pussy. I'm raw. Oh, fuck 'em all. I'm in a man. I'm in a man's world. Nigga made a song sound like a siren. You gonna listen to it. I'm in a man's world. Shit sound like you being alarmed. You know what I mean? The verse come in. Just put 100 up. I'm saving bid for so-and-so. Who the fuck gonna front me at 44K till I get back on my toes? Just got out too. I never thought I'd even catch a plane. I was in the air like, damn, I could see myself being Taliban. I could picture me bombing the nigga whole hood for saying the shit they saying. They talking about slime. I'm talking about boom. I'm talking about blowing the land. Oh, fuck a switch. I want a bazooka. You know what I'm saying? Big grenade launcher in the Uber. You know what I'm saying? Say, let me off at Magruder. I'm on foot till I see your shooter. Going big on like Luda. Speaking of which, nigga, this, that. Whole other level, get back. You know what I mean? Nigga, Faise, you really a guy no matter about who they ask. My city don't gotta help me blow. I bet I nuke they ass. Man's world. Huh? You know what I mean? Yeah, it's like, what? Nigga say he in a man's world, but he with his bitch right now. And nigga think automatically, they think a woman. But they don't understand. You gotta think different. Why did he say he put 100 up? You know what I'm saying? He's saving bid for so-and-so. Who the fuck gonna front me at 44K till I get back on my toes? He gotta be saying 100 plus 44. So we're just 144. This is years before I ever did a 144,000 fundraiser. You with me? So you know the nigga paying attention. The nigga Atmos got on the this so-called exposed video with Lightwave or Manessa, right? And was like, you see him, he's raising money for 144,000. Damn, so y'all niggas watching Atmos, y'all don't know what the fuck y'all nigga got going on. I don't even know if y'all wear the same shit. I don't know what niggas is doing, because I'm not watching y'all motion. I don't know shit about nothing these niggas got going on. You know what I'm saying? But they watching everything I'm doing. But he don't realize you said 144,000. Your father made that number popular. Okay? Your father, Dr. Melakazi York, made that number popular and broke down the science. Go look up Dr. York, many are called, few are chosen. You know what I mean? Your father was saying, are we going to actually do what we need to do to find the 144,000, or we just going to talk? So you see me do 144,000 razor. Actually, it was called a Chrysler. Okay? When you say 144K, I said Chrysler. Okay? You say 144K riser. I call it a riser. But if you look at it, it say Chrysler. Okay? An anointing of 144,000. I brought the name back up, the number back around. along with the green light. That's why you saw me do the science of the 144,000 and the science of the green light. And Dr. York put in the black book about the 144 lining up with that green light. And these niggas don't know what's going on. They don't even know this is a part of the plan. Like I said in the song Tidal Wave, it's all in the plan. Okay? If you ain't been in alignment with it, that's on you. You with me? So it be the process. Okay? What people call concepts. But I didn't need weed to be creative. I don't smoke weed. And the shit they call it creative, I'm so grateful that I don't produce that. And they thinking that's some real shit. I don't produce that. Does the 144K have to be virgin? Revelation 14. Yes. Revelation 14 verse 4. Okay. It speaks about people being virgins. All right. The 144,000 not being defiled. Okay. Meaning they were pure. Okay. But they also said, and they also said they were redeemed from amongst men. Not saying they never fell. Not saying they never lost their way. Okay, they were redeemed. All right, they redeemed themselves. They deemed themselves members of Ra, the light. That's how they escaped the gravity of this plane. They had to all meet on that mountain. So you're 100% true. Yeah, that's right. Right? I used to hit the Hebrew Israelites with that. Niggas be outside screaming at the people. I remember being 13 years old. I was standing out there and look, 5 points, train station. Outside the train station, nigga be out there with the purple on, the fringes. It was some other niggas who wore blue. You know what I'm saying? Israelites united in Christ. You know what I mean? IU, IC, IUISP, all them other I niggas. Right? It was all together. Or sometimes they be on different sides. Niggas came with the Obama poster. The Obama poster with the horns. You know what I mean? And the black Jesus or melanin dominant Jesus. Okay, with all the different lists of the tribes, all of that. So I used to see them niggas out there. And they be bashing the women. They be bashing the men passing by. You know what I mean? Just going off on people. And I be standing there and I wait because everybody else get to say shit. So I ask a question. So I asked some niggas one time because they were bashing one of the sisters, calling her a Jezebel because she had on tights walking past. You know what I mean? Say, see, look at this Jezebel. And the sister kind of like, she looked back, like fucked up. But then they didn't see when she kept walking, like she had a kind of look of hurt on her face. And y'all know me from stories I done told you, at least, or you know about them. I don't like when people do that, especially bashing women. You know what I mean? So I stepped forth and I said, can I ask a question? They said, go ahead, brother. Right? And they stopped for a second. I said, do any of y'all have children? And the one who was in the front said, yeah, I got a lot of beautiful children. He got children. Who got children? We all got children. Yeah, God has blessed us with many children. Woo. I said, so y'all aren't virgins? No, we not virgins. We got children. I said, can you give me Revelation 14:4? Right? Because they always telling me, give me right? And they'll call out the scripture. So I said, I talked to the scripture man. I said, can you give me Revelation 14:4? Right? And he was about to go to it. And a man who, I guess he supposed to be the captain, he was like, wait. He said, wait, hold on. He don't answer to you. Why are we giving you that? Tell us that. I said, well, it does. Okay, you don't have to give it to me. I know it. Revelation 14:4. And these are they which were not yet defiled, or had not been defiled with women, for they are the virgins. Right? I went into that. I said, but you just told me y'all have children. So if you have children, ain't no way you're virgins. So you're talking about all this, you're going to heaven and God gonna put, you serve a terrible God and he gonna put his foot on people's neck and all this other stuff. I was like, God has a foot? That's a whole different conversation. I said, you telling me God is a physical being? That's weird. But you telling me this omnipresent, super powerful God has a foot. That means this foot is physical in some way, shape, form, or fashion. Has some physicality if it can interact with a physical being. You know what I mean? To be able to step on their neck. But I was like, yeah, so if y'all got children, you're not virgins. They didn't like that. So they said, that's not what virgin means, brother. Virgin is to say, you know, they're not, you know what I mean, in the world. They didn't like that. But let's deal with what it says. It says you have to be virgins. So y'all got children. And I was fucking them niggas up like that. And they don't know I came up on books. 360 questions to ask a Hebrew Israelite. Where I never have to debate these people. You know what I mean? We got your books. We got all this to know about you. You know what I mean? I read your books. Circle 7 Quran. You know what I mean? I read it in Hebrew Israelite, NOI doctrine, Hebrew Israelite doctrine, 5% of doctrine, Mohammedanist doctrine, Islamic doctrine, 7-day Adventist doctrine, Jehovah's Witness doctrine. Come on, bro. We grew up studying this shit. You with me? So we knew how that question was. They didn't have answers to these things. You with me? So yeah, they don't say twist in scripture. I get it. I understand that. But I was pointing out something to them. Because It wasn't just about what I'm saying. Wise person here, one word, overstand two. They didn't have to go into all that. It means pure. All that. I don't need that. I'm asking you a question though. Are you virgins? Okay, you out here screaming at adults. All right. Okay. Where are your children? What are they doing right now? Are they in public school? Where are your children? You know what I mean? Are you making sure that your children are not exposed to pornography? You know what I mean? Are you making sure that your children don't do what y'all did? I remember they were lined up outside at the BLM events down in Centennial Park after they got done screaming. I never intervened until they do all that self-righteous shit. And they lined up about face. You know what I mean? They was all in a line. And I'm walking up and down them like I called them niggas to attention. And I say, I don't see righteous. I don't see righteousness. I see hidden porn statues. I see high heels in closets. I see all kind of stuff. I said, that's what I see. All right, y'all out here kicking it like y'all are righteous. Where are the women? You know what I mean? Y'all out here kicking it like y'all with the people, but y'all only show up to bash people. I said, who you think y'all are reaching when all y'all doing is bashing? And them niggas stood quiet because they ain't supposed to talk in the lineup. So they had to hear everything I was saying. You know what I mean? And I want a nigga to play. You with me? A nigga tried to act like he was finna approach and almost called it an issue because thought I was out there by myself. And niggas come out of nowhere. Niggas hopping out of trash cans. That is it. You think I'm by myself? Yeah, I'll be by myself and I'm approaching you, yeah. But please don't ever make the mistake to think that I don't have people circling the grounds. You know what I mean? And you don't know. You see the people over there, you see that group over there, you see that the certain type of attire they got on. And you see them other people over there, they got that certain type of attire. They not there randomly. You say, what's all these niggas doing out here? They don't even do the conscious shit. Exactly. What are they out there for? You know what I mean? So just putting you on notice about that. So they thought about myself. I almost went down. But I had to remind them niggas like, yo, y'all are out here kicking it like you righteous. I'm not making this up. You go listen. I didn't put the song out. I had a song called Wish, right? Wish. The song was Wish. I don't think I ever dropped it. But in the song, I said, they sent me here to defeat you niggas like the Hebrew Israelites united in Christ. Yeah, right, niggas self-righteous. I said, you ain't no saint just because you look and you smell like it. And I could tell by the way that you preach. I said, I could tell by the way that you teach. My father sent me in love. We don't relate to the weakness and the hate that you preach. Right? And I went on, I wish I didn't have to fight alone. Right along, I'll be living this life. Until they kill me, I know they feel me. My head hang high and strong. So even when I'm feeling down, it's up. Nigga, my crown is stuck. Nigga, I can't bow. We trying to make up for the lost time. Wish I didn't know that we can't now. Gotta move forward in the truth or we surely finna lose. I wish every reporter from the news could come and sit with a real woke pharaoh from the ATL so I could tell my people that they on the way to hell. That's cold water. They won't take it well. Well, I ain't here for no. So I say that the cold water, they won't take it well. Well, I said, yeah, but I ain't here for no therapy, nigga. Fuck your couch. I'm on my Dave Chappelle. I walk away and they'll call me crazy. I'm more concerned with all these babies growing up in the world where they trapped in the air. Our little girls being taught to hate their natural hair. I'm saying fuck all they products and they weave companies. We can leave all of these industries on their knees if we take away our dollars. The same way they take away our sons, mothers, and fathers and daughters for the slaughter. Shit, I wish I could party. Go to the hood, roll me up a wood, act like everything good. You know what I'm saying? I was just breaking it all down. I said, but I can't. Because I know, because my ancestors already had their eye on this prize. I can't let my eyes off of it. My eye got to be locked on this shit. But I was saying, it ain't the disrespect the Hebrew Israelites as, you know what I'm saying, they way of life and they know their scripture and all this. I get that. They're real studious, and there's no but that's coming after this. A lot of them are scholars. They don't play about it. They gonna correct you, nigga. Your Howard shot, nigga. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? They gonna cut in. They know what they're doing. What I don't appreciate is how those people did not use that type of information to lead people to the light truthfully, okay, without bashing and trying to tear them down. You know what I mean? They didn't do that. They tried to trump. I was talking to some Hebrew Israelites on Clubhouse, where a lot of them were. I'm talking to them on Clubhouse, and I said, so you mean to tell me you run into a Christian and they talking about they want to work, but because they're not a Hebrew Israelite, you're not going to work with them? He's like, give me such and such. I said, no, don't give me shit. They always want to give you a scripture. Because I'm asking you a question about you, not listen, give me what you would do. You wouldn't work with them. You wouldn't help them. You know what I mean? You wouldn't help their children. And the niggas told me no because they weren't Hebrew Israelites. I'm like, that don't make sense to me. You know what I mean? Because you don't know nothing about what you're talking about. All you know is you have a book that's telling you these things. So you wouldn't do the actual works to help people because they're not banging Hebrew Israelite. In my eyes, all that is game banging. You know what I mean? That's all that is. You feel me? So I'm not rocking with that. So, but I've ran into, it's been very few, but I have run into some of them who aren't like that. You with me? So I'm not saying it's everybody, but when you're dealing with a religion, most of them people be carbon copies of whoever the fuck they follow, and they all be like that. And it creates a hatred. It creates a racist complex. You know what I'm saying? Where a lot of people try to say, because Pops was dealing with the racist word, explaining it, saying, yo, we're for ourselves. All right? That don't mean we got to hate you. You know what I mean? But we're for ourselves. They forgot he also said no one wins the race in racism. So you can be for self, but you're not going to win the race in racism. Another way he's saying it is you're not going to get far, all right, with a prejudiced spirit. Okay? So don't let anybody get it confused. There were times where he had to teach the truth about them Caucasoids. It's just what it is. All right? But tell me Pops didn't let people on the land that were Caucasoid. Tell me Pops didn't have people. There's people out there now you'll be able to find. Right? Where they standing there Caucasoids, but they were standing in front of Tom Aray's pillars, right? Taking pictures and shit in front of the images. Okay? They were Caucasian Nubians. I'm not making this up. Okay? They were Caucasoids who were Nubian. You said, damn, Nubian mean Nubian. Them niggas they found their way to be Nubians. And they respected Pop, they respected the teaching, they didn't get disrespected. And when he was talking about how the white man did this, that, and the third, they had to shut up and be quiet and listen. Because it was the truth. You with me? You're gonna tell me these people pillaged, raped, killed 400 million people, stole their land, stole their culture, wiped away their identity, made them come up under and worship their image and all that other stuff, and that's not the devil? Now, that doesn't mean when you run into Bill in the store, that, or Scott in the store, or Tom in the store, that means when you meet that person, that's the devil. That's not what I'm saying. That's me personally. I've met Caucasoids, you know what I mean? And I know that might sound fucked up, because they say that all black people ain't like that. I get it. It could still, this might sound fucked up. But I've met, you know, they help you. You know what I mean? They got a good heart. They care about family. They're family oriented. They want to make sure you got some money. You're being successful. You know what I mean? And I've met some of them. You look at them and say, I know this is a devil. Same thing with melanin dominant people. I met melanin dominant people where I looked at them and I said, damn, this is the devil. So it was about what they did. So that's why we called them that. So when I was talking about the Savages song from the Pocahontas movie, the Native Americans in that song was saying the pale face is a demon. You're like, yo, the pale face is a demon. They were talking about how he didn't have no culture, he had none of that shit, and he would come in and take theirs. They saying it in the song. They called it the Native American savages, but meanwhile, you're loading up guns to invade their land. So you're gonna help them by killing them. You with me? That don't make sense. That's the devil. So yeah, anybody with a good mind, and more Caucasoids are coming out and realizing that what they did was fucked up. Okay? That's if they have those ancestors, because not every Caucasoid has ancestors who were slave owners. You know what I mean? Same way, not all melanin dominant people or Negroids are descendants of prisoners of war or slaves. Not all of y'all. Because there were free people. Well, the abolitionist shit come from. You forgot about that? It was niggas who was looking up and said, them niggas in chains? Hell no. And they started fighting to get them people out of chains. And there were melanin dominant and melanin recessive abolitionists. Is another thing they want to sweep under the rug, because if they don't tell the truth about this, people will stay confused. There were melanin dominant slave owners. Okay? There were black people whipping black people. There were black people enslaving and capturing and raping the women of black people, siding right alongside the pale face. You know what I mean? This is stuff they try to sweep under the rug. Because you can build a whole narrative. Pro-black can thrive. All that bullshit can thrive because you keep trying to play black and white. You know what I mean? But let's deal with it for what it actually is. You know what I'm saying? And they don't want to deal with it like that. But I'm telling you right now, all you gotta do is look around now. Look at all these tribes at war. You with me? Listen, no disrespect to the organizations and the nations. Listen, I respect the cloth. If you know, you know. If you don't, find out. All right? There was a reason niggas turned blood. There was a reason niggas went Crip. And there was a reason niggas went GD. Notice, most of them blood niggas is renegade niggas. They don't give a fuck about the law. I'm talking about law that they OG could be just said some shit. They don't give a fuck. You know what I mean? When I had all them brothers, all right, all them brothers and subs outside with they badges. All right. Remember in the A-Twin song, I said, them ain't bandana, them badges. Okay. I'm trying to tell you something. You know what I mean? You got to pick up on this shit. When I had all the niggas outside, all the brothers and sons outside, they were tying their badges together. Only ones who gave me a problem was 3 renegade bloods. You know what I mean? Not every blood that was out there, not all dogs out there had an issue, but it was 3 niggas out there. All right, they done missed the whole fucking shit. They weren't even there for the first powwow. They weren't even there for the first link up. They weren't even there for that. Okay, when Pastor Troy, I had Pastor Troy come out. You'll see me standing there. If you ever find a news clip, it's me and Pastor Troy standing there. And they walked up to me and said, what is this? What is this statement that y'all are sending out with these bandanas tied together? I said, one nation. And I stepped back. That's all I said. I said, one nation, and stepped back. But it was a Caucasoid who was behind the camera. It was a Caucasoid during the interview. They both was looking confused. They said, damn, look, all they used to, when the so-called gang members, all right, or the bros and sons get together, you know what I mean? They about to be on some business. They business supposed to be about killing each other. They business supposed to be about robbing and stealing from each other, or who can be the kingpins, or who gonna conquer who block, or who gonna run this, that operation. They don't expect you to work together. They don't expect you to build better communities and families, if you understand what I'm saying. You know what I mean? They don't expect you to honor the creed and to uplift your brothers from the knees to the crown. They don't expect you to do that. And when they see a nigga doing that, that's order, that's principle, that's real business. That's a righteous cause. That's word law. That's some shit that's been put out by the OGs or the original guys or guys. You know what I mean? But they saw the niggas doing that. They got the news cameras out there. Don't let these people fool you. One day I'm going to post it again. Okay? Because I got all of it documented. No, if you don't know anything about me, you can call me Mr. Receipts. All right? If you want to know how to meet, hi, I'm Mr. Receipts. What's your name? Nice to formally meet you. I got them receipts. I was right there in the front line, not from the back in no crowd saying, look at the brothers, everybody getting together. I said, we got Boss Dog and Loke out here. You know what I mean? I'm right here. The niggas out there, they had the pit bulls in the front, niggas out the fists in the air. When you see them images of them niggas with them fists in the air with them bandanas tied, remember them images? I think Summer Walker had posted. I did that. They don't want to tell you that. I was right there. I did that. The first niggas I ran into, all right, now I wish they would let me share images. Matter of fact, I got another phone. What am I doing? You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? I was out there when the niggas, first it was some of the Crip homies who was out there, right? I said, yo, they're like, yo, Faise, what's going on? Da-da-da, what's the move, nigga? We out here. You said get outside, we outside. I said, hey, I'm fucking with it. Go get some more of the brothers, right? Go get some more of the brothers and the sisters, I told them. I said, go get some more of the brothers and sons, right? Them niggas went to go get them. Some GD homies was out there. They were like, yo, what's going on? Da-da-da-da. I said, shit, here go. We about to link up. Da-da-da-da. I'm telling you what them bit. And y'all think I'm lying. Let me see if I can just find the shit. Okay? Actually, I just posted the image. I probably had it on black and white, though, so it ain't going to really show. Let me see. Because, you know, take a million fucking... Okay, here it go. All right, I'm about to screenshot this shit so y'all can just see the image. Right? It take a million fucking years to go down the archive, so I can't show you every fucking thing that's there. All right, I'm going to have to post that on his own, or maybe do his own documentary. But look at this, if you can see it. Let me see if I can turn my brightness up. Right? Y'all see that? Look at this image. Okay? What you see? You see the crown right there. All right? You see the cherry right there. Okay? And you see the moonshine right there. Meaning you see the black, you see the red, and the blue. And depending who you were, you know what I mean? When niggas was on certain things, when I told niggas to link up, some niggas be like, yo, it's all love. And they'll put the red, black and blue. Okay? Or some niggas up short, they put the black, blue and red. All right? Or some niggas pull up, they put the blue and whatever the black and red or black. Okay? Letting niggas know what motion was what. You know what I mean? But everybody was unified. So if you see me doing this, this is 2020, by the way. All right, let me show you the whole image. Okay? Because motherfuckers, I swear, they think it's some bullshit, but it's really like that. This me and all my blood brothers. Meaning biological. My mama pushed everybody out that you see on this screen. You know what I mean? Us together. The 5 of us together is enough to shut down anything we want to shut down. But all my brothers got brothers, and all my brothers got cousins, and all my brothers got niggas, and all my brothers got niggas, and all my brothers got niggas. You know what I mean? So it's like, yeah, when I say one phone call, Y'all ever seen Four Brothers? Sometimes it's all it take. But when I say one phone call, that one phone call gonna evaporate and packet switch into 70 different calls. So when young elder be saying shit like, we can call it the cavalry. We can call it the cavalry, Faye. We ain't playing about you. Young elder telling the truth, because I know about him. And so when we say that, it ain't no game. It's like, bro, do these niggas look like they here to play? I'm telling you, that when you see niggas talking about some Faise One, be sparing y'all. I'm not Faise One. That's my damn brothers. Some of them niggas be my little, I watch them niggas play around in the sandbox. And I don't take it as no disrespect, because they right. They right. When situations would go down, we used to have to show up and get busy about shit. You know what I mean? I stand back, let niggas get busy. Because I'm really sparing niggas. You know what I'm saying? And them ain't the only niggas. I got brothers who ain't my biological brother, one call. Boom, hey, it's a situation. Not always on no bullshit. I'm not saying it like that. We can put together a whole demonstration. Y'all would have thought it was NAACP called that together. We could put that together right now. You know what I mean? But I don't do all that display shit. But we could do that. They could do a demonstration every day. We can get these demons straight. We can demonstrate. We can get these demons straight every day if I wanted to. You know what I mean? It's enough brothers that got respect. Okay, it ain't no disrespect, because that mean I'm going to be calling on OGs. I ain't just going to call everybody, you know what I'm saying, little people. Or I don't like to even say that, but I'm not going to call all the young niggas or the little niggas, right? I'm going to hit the OGs up too and be like, yo, do we got permission to make this move? Da-da-da-da-da. That's what I was doing. Before I went outside, I hit up real OGs and was like, yo, I'm about to push this for the betters and communities and families, but I'm trying to see, like, what y'all think I should do? Should you think I should show this badge, right? Or you think I should just let motherfuckers wonder this? Da-da-da-da. Them niggas said, you don't got to do that. It's better for you to stay neutral. You know what I'm saying? Better for motherfucker to wonder. Do it like this. Your platform growing, push it like, I got all that documented. All right, only thing I won't do is tell you who the OG is, okay? Because I don't want no conflict in the business, and some of them, you know what I'm saying, it's cases, all kind of shit. You know, I won't do that, okay? But I will tell you it's an OG, you know what I mean? And a big one at that, not no little one. You with me? But I hit them niggas up and was like, yo, and all you gotta do is do the math. I'm telling you shit without telling you shit, okay? So when you see niggas, you know what I mean? Yeah, okay, here, so y'all saw that image, right? Let's go back to it. Certain thing gonna be able to be said, certain thing you really, you know, it's just what it is. But, so you see this image. Okay, cool. There was nobody who had an issue with this movement. I brought all them niggas outside. So all them 5 niggas you seen, that was only the niggas who was on the front line before the shit was pieced together. My brothers was with me. You know what I'm saying? Pastor Troy showed up. A lot of other niggas showed up. There was a brother named Greatness showed up. Okay? I didn't have all the numbers. So one call, some nigga gonna have to make another call because, I don't have that. I can't make that call. Oh, I got you. That's me. Boom. Okay, cool. Anybody you need to bust at me, them nigga got an issue with that, tell them bust at me. I bet. They make that call. Okay, hold on. Okay, we just got them. Everybody was on one accord except 3 Bloods. Them niggas came the next day. They didn't even know what the fuck was moving. And that was the only day I had went out there with that whole 3-day span. It was a 3-day span. I was by myself. I had got out there earlier. I was by myself. I had a megaphone. You know what I mean? And a lot of them was doing their thing. You know what I'm saying? These people scattered around. And the niggas walked up to me. It wasn't a megaphone day. It was another day. They came up to me and was like, what you got going on? I said, what you mean? They said, what you got going on? I said, you see what I got going on. Like, bro, y'all nigga supposed to know what this shit is already. We done already put all this shit through the wire. How you didn't get this call? That's renegade. Because sometimes they do get the call. They don't give a fuck. Right? So, again, this ain't no disrespect to the dog. Y'all know how this shit go. It's just about them 3 niggas who they got on business. About some shit they ain't had no business getting on business on. So, they were like, yo, but you know what I'm saying, this, that, and the third. Why you got on all these 3 bandanas? Da-da-da-da-da. We not. I said, bro, you missed this shit. Nigga, I had everybody out here. Everybody had their shit tied. He said, well, we ain't them. And they were trying to oppress me. So I reminded them niggas. I think I ain't even had like a big follow or nothing like that. Okay, I think I might have had like maybe 17,000 followers around that time, something like that. But I think I had got on live when them niggas, they pushing up. Niggas showing me that they got a gun on them, all kind of shit. So I'm like, okay, this shit finna go down. I'm gonna at least have this shit on live. Boom. So I went on live and had the shit pointed at my feet, right? And I'm talking back and forth to these niggas. And they like, yeah, so niggas, they said niggas don't give a fuck about, you know what I'm saying, the police being out here. Niggas don't give a fuck about. They getting on business with a nigga. They oppressing me. If you know what I'm talking about. If you don't, I'm going to explain it. Right? So I asked them. I'm having a conversation. We ain't no yelling under that. Right? But it's three of them. So they kind of cornering me a little bit. Right? So I said, yo, so let me ask you a question. I said, you see that white lady over there? They look. I said, you see that red bandana on her? Y'all can go take that off her too? I said, you see that white man over there with the red bandana over his face? Remember, it was the COVID. So everybody was covering their face with bandanas and shit, all right, for like the mask effect, right? And a lot of them had on bandanas because they didn't want people to know who and what they were. And they was starting a lot of the riots and shit. You know what I'm saying? So I said, you see that girl out there, the lady over there? Red bandana. You gonna take that off of her? You see this nigga, this white man over here? Red bandana. You gonna take that off of him? You feel what I'm saying? And they were like, nah, bro, it ain't even none of that. We just saying they don't got all of them together. I said, that makes no fucking sense. It would make more sense for you to approach the motherfucker who only got the shit on them. Like the one shit on them. It make more sense for you to approach them than it is to approach a nigga talking about unity and bringing everybody together. But no, you trying to oppress a brother because you think I'm weak. You know what I mean? You see me out here. You see how I'm articulating and standing up. Y'all niggas was observing. I seen y'all niggas. Y'all been watching the whole shit. So you think I'm sweet. You know what I mean? You see me out here by myself. That's how niggas are doing. I said, but I thought y'all niggas was against oppression. You know what I mean? Where the brotherly love at? You know what I mean? How y'all gonna overcome y'all depression and try to depress or oppress me or suppress me? You know what I mean? And y'all ain't supposed to oppress anybody because you're supposed to be against oppressing. I know your law. You know what I mean? And they still didn't give a fuck. I said, before I took it off, I said, and why did y'all niggas not ask me about this shit being blessed or not? All you see is a bandana, not a flag. You ain't even gonna ask me if it's double-sided, none of that. You ain't even doing it right. You ain't gonna ask me to fold it. You ain't gonna ask me none of this shit where we could have had a whole different conversation. So all you see is a red bandana on me. You know what I mean? And you're gonna automatically jump to conclusions. And even still, you ain't who your peoples is. But they got on business. So out of my own sense and knowing how them renegade niggas get, I just let that shit go. I took the shit off and gave it to them. You know what I mean? That'd be the only time motherfuckers seen me out there with the blue and the black bandana without the red one on. Cause I'm not even trying to go through it with them. I handle that on the back end. You know what I mean? Say, hey, you know what I mean? We handle that on the back end and say, yo, they should know, but some people don't know. You know what I mean? Or some, again, they do know, but they don't have to give a fuck. That's what a renegade soldier does. They don't care. They don't give a fuck about what the general said. None of that. So what I can say is that was my only encounter with renegade soldiers when it came to BCF or better communities and families, right? Or building the communities and families. Okay, that's the only one in account. Other than that, most brothers are on board with the shit. They know it's a righteous cause. They tired of the oppression. They tired of the war. A lot of brothers done lost their life. You know what I mean? That's why I said in the Fly High song, right? Where I said, from the young niggas to the OGs to the little straps, trying to bring it on. I said, time to bring it on home. I said, wrong is wrong, but it's been too long. Ceasefire, no more war zone. I said, the streets is dirty, the hoods is dirty, suburb is dirty. If you did what I said, you did what I mean. It's time to call in a whole different type of cleanup team, flip the scene. I'm speaking the whole language. Them niggas know what I'm talking about. Time to bring it on home. I said in a letter to 21 Savage song, I'm saying a lot without saying a lot. Okay, and that's all gonna come full circle. But I said in a letter to 21 Savage song, I said, everybody gotta come home. I said, and get what? I done brought a lot of niggas home. And I heard you brought a lot of niggas home. You know what I mean? If you go and watch the music video, you will see that 21 Savage was throwing some shit up. I put that clip in there that while I was saying, I said, I heard you brought a lot of niggas home. 21 Savage was throwing some shit up when that clip rolled. All right? If I don't know what I'm talking about, then why I do that? I know what I'm talking about. So I say, I brought a lot of niggas home. And I said, everybody got to come home. So you got to understand, certain people put in position to do certain things. And instead of getting out your body and trying to oppress them, listen to him and see what he's talking about. I said, that ain't your enemy. That's your twin. That's your kin. Everybody who know me, go, listen, y'all remember the A-Twin song? Y'all go listen to it again. All right? Not just the whole Sun Tzu album. Go listen to it again if you don't know it. All right? Well, you see, here go the Sun Tzu. Okay? Well, you see the general face. Okay? And I actually just took a picture like that recently. Okay? And you see me standing right there next to the general, looking just like the general. Right? So you'll see that in the song Flip, I talked about it. I said, BCL, they done gave me permission to step. Who the fuck want it? Where, when? Y'all don't know what I'm talking about yet. But this shit is a conversation that done happened long before even 2020. I said, they done gave me permission to step. Who the fuck want it? Where, when? I have brothers who are in the conscious community, who some of them been life coaches. You know what I mean? They were like, yo, one of them hit me up, say, nephew, what they talking about? I thought it was 2022, I think it was. He said, nephew, what they talking about? I heard somebody was trying to threaten you, da-da-da-da. I said, nah, it's all handled. It's all good. He said, nephew, you already know. I'm already knowing. It's everything good. God got it. This is in God's hands. Everything good. Right? But they were trying to figure out, damn, nephew, because you know, this is this situation, that's the situation, then we can do this, da-da-da-da. I said, don't worry about it. Everybody gonna have their time. But it's so many people. Okay, here's another thing. Just because somebody put on a black bandana, blue bandana, red bandana, that don't mean that they're not in tune, okay, or that they're not conscious. There's a lot of them. That's why I said again, pay attention to who went in what direction. We need them blood niggas too. We need the Crip niggas. We need them blood niggas. We need the GDs. All right, we need them vice lords. All right, we need all the branches too, because we understand what happened with the 8-ball. All right, it's what it is. Why I say wrong is wrong, but it's been too long. Okay, it's been some BLs. I understand. All right, certain shit you can't just DP. I get it. All right, at a certain point in time though, you're like, everybody gotta look at the condition. Okay, remember why this shit was started from the beginning, to fix a condition. You with me? So we need all them Pyru niggas, G-Shine, all y'all. Everybody gotta come home. Everybody. All right, so go listen to my song, see if I'm just saying this out of nowhere. And if I got a song called 8 Twin where I said all that shit, you know what I mean? I said gang banging magic. It's power behind them hand gestures. I said, set, where you from? Throw your set. Right? I said, big nigga, you lacking. Nigga said, one mic. I said, nigga, shut the fuck up when I'm rapping. Big rat stacking. Fuck your status and your caption. Nigga, you not with it. I didn't kill him, my Glock did it. He bloody like Jay, he not Billy. Y'all gotta hear what I'm saying. Billy like the GOAT. Okay? He bloody like Jay, he not Billy. Killing these rappers and God with it. Remember that whole war that was going on with me in the music industry, using music or drums, all right? Which is a different type of drum. You with me? Which some people, they hear drum, they might think of a gun. Of course, you need to, in order to hear what I'm saying. Some niggas got to think of it like that. They hear me say a stick, they might think I'm talking about an AR or a Draco, whatever the fuck, or a Kill Tech. No, I'm talking about a fucking magic wand. But you need to think a stick to hear a gun? Okay, cool, I need you over here too. You know what I mean? Fine, but it's still a magic wand. So what I said, killing these rappers and God with it. Fa, hit top, split it. Listen, who on the war? Who on the static? Nigga, what bracken? You heard me say it, it's on record. I said, who on the war? Who on the static? Nigga, what bracken? Yeah. Who on the war? Who on the static? Nigga, what cracking? Yeah. Who on the war? Who on the static? Nigga, what macking? Yeah. Oh, nigga, what handling? Yeah. I'm with all nation. Burn it bit to the ground, them bitches screaming, what incarnation? My young nigga actor, them ain't bandana, them badges. It's an army rising up. It's army rising up, them break them chains. That's why we snatching. I said, UFO better not park in the hood, we jacking, these ain't Russian. Burn it to her face and bust it. That nigga face red, he ain't blushing. I'm with boss, dog, cousin, one nation nigga, my brother. C5, don't shoot each other. You know what I'm saying? 400 years, let's put in war for it. Just because we quiet, don't think we forgot about George Floyd. Choppers and sticks and Glocks finna hit that shit on your port. Bit nigga, we right out back. We turn the White House black. You know what I'm saying? This ain't no Capitol Hill. We bringing Wipeout back. I pray my brothers live to see her take this shit back. I'm talking to OGs in the background about all that. That red, blue, and black. I said that red, blue, and black. Hey, say twin, that ain't your, you know what I'm saying? What I say, that ain't your op. No, I said that ain't, hey, say twin, that ain't your foe. You know that ain't your friend, that's your kin. Hey, say twin, let's say one love and let that war shit begin. Hey, say twin, that ain't your op. Hey, say twin, hey, say twin, get out they top, something like that. It's been a while. Hey, say twin, that ain't your op. Hey, say twin, you hit they block, don't shoot they floor, you hit they top. Alright? If nigga know what I'm talking about, they know what I'm talking about. For my ancestors, gang banging magic, it power behind them hand gestures. Set, where you from? Throw your set, nigga, you lacking. You know what I'm saying? I'm getting niggas on business. Say, hey, they wanted you on business when it came time to kill each other. They let y'all niggas kill each other. They didn't shut them operations down. They only wanted to lock your OGs up so that you would be in more disarray. Okay? They let niggas sell drugs. They let the money get involved. They let all that. They didn't shut none of that shit down. They didn't really have a war on drugs. They had a dominion or a monopoly on drugs. They wanted to monitor the drugs. Okay? That's why Pop said, Tupac was like, instead of war on poverty, they got a war on drugs so the police can bother me. He telling you some shit. Man, all they wanted to do was investigate and have reason for the government to push things so that they can have wires tapping people's phone and shit. You know what I mean? That's all they wanted. Like, same thing with the Black Panthers. Because you forget that a lot of the OGs was fucking with the Black Panthers. You forget a lot of the OGs, Larry, all right, King, David, all them, Tookie. These are very intelligent brothers. You heard what I said? All right? These are very intelligent brothers. Okay? And some of them are part of orders that allowed for them to be on a higher level. They were masters. So they went on some, we just want to put some shit together so we can clash out with other neighborhoods. Really, they were working to defend against a lot of other shit that was going on. And they wanted to teach the science of masonry, all the shit that people trying to hold. They want to be able to teach that without having to send niggas through the lodges or go up under the white man, as it was called. Same thing Pop was doing, if you know about it. He wanted to teach people the sciences, and they ask him about masonry every fucking night. You know what I mean? He's like, yo, let's just go. Here you go. He established his own lodge, Nuwapian Grand Lodge. He said, now what? You want to know about this? You want to know about that? Listen, I'm trying to get you to this. You keep telling me about what they got going on, right? But he gave them that because that's what they wanted. He gave them the truth about it. So Larry Hoover studied Dr. Malachi York. You know what I mean? A lot of these, it's no mistake that Larry is called the overseer. That was another term for the Neter, okay, or the Neteru, a guy or the guys, all right, or the Neterat, okay, or the Neterat, the goddesses. You know what I mean? That's all. That was the code word. So he an overseer, yeah. Why Larry Hoover was talking about mind, body, and soul, yeah. You know what I mean? What you mean? You niggas just supposed to be gangbanging. You don't know what you're talking about, but obviously, you're not going to know, because them GDs or them G-Ds or them 7-4s or them 704s or them Mason branch-offs, they move in silence. So when you hear niggas say G's move in silence, all right, they not telling you they guns and silencers, got silencers on them. They telling you it's a code, the G code. The G code been the same. G code is don't talk. G code is don't reveal. G code is conceal. That been the G code. But then eventually what? The code got to switch. You know what I mean? It's what code switching. The code got to switch because you have to adapt to the condition of the state, all right, to be able to operate and to shift the condition of the state. You with me? Same reason why I came out with Pharaoh Clan when I was in high school for the niggas that were in high school. It was for niggas who was in high school to change the condition of what happened at Carver High and the 4 schools that was on that campus. And I successfully changed that. You know what I'm saying? So there were movements put in place where Pharaoh Clan, when niggas dap each other up, we dap each other up and we pull up in the pyramid, right? We make the pyramid sign, okay? And when we saw niggas, instead of saying fuck popping or what macking, you know what I mean? Niggas saw each other and said fuck burning or what burning, Pharaoh? You know what I mean? And nigga had to respond, that's solar. Niggas saying shit like we talking heavy. But you think about it, damn, this nigga enlightening niggas and got niggas banging the woke shit. Niggas were banging woke shit. They said, fuck burning, Pharaoh. Shit, that's solar. What the hell you standing on? That square? Yeah, 90 degrees. Know what the fuck going. I had niggas popping their shit like Masons. You know what I mean? I'm for real. So you go listen to that Amen, Amen. All right, Faise One, Amen, Amun, Amen. Okay, Amen, A-M-U-N. Okay, I think it's called Amen, A-M-E-N. All right, go find that, and you're going to see me walking around on the campus. All right, niggas who from the hood. You know what I mean? Walking around, dapping them niggas up. We pull up in the pyramid. Niggas are throwing up the pyramid. Come on now. That's why I said in the letter to Lil Baby, all right, I said, hope you know I cried when Hot Boy Jimmy died, right? Lil Baby probably don't know, but he know now. Jimmy was one of my students. You know what I mean? I taught Jimmy. I taught Nudo 5. I taught Slime Like Shawty. I taught, who was the other brother? DT or Cold Hearted Savage. Meaning literally they would sit in class and listen to me teach, and they had questions about Mason, they had questions about Illuminati, they had questions about religion, God, what's going to happen when we die. Same question most people got. You know what I mean? And I'm sitting there answering. So I said it in the song, all right? I said, you better think back to Miss Thompson class. All right, that was a lady name, Miss Thompson, right? Think back to Miss Thompson class, all right? Post it in the back, teach a nigga about Illuminati. Answer whatever they ask. All right, heard that news about how he passed And that shit broke me down. It ain't never been no hate. I don't get where y'all niggas getting that from. Where even the niggas who were around you, I was teaching them. You know what I mean? It no matter who anybody was. It was Blood, Crip, G, Muslim, Christian, everybody in them classes at the school. And we be out there, I bring the snacks through, fruit snacks, you know what I mean? Capri Suns, nigga, bags of chips, and niggas are getting there, they come in there. I don't give a fuck if niggas is there for the snacks. They finna hear about Dr. York. I don't care if niggas is in there for the snacks. We got a lesson today. The lesson today is, what is the fruit? What was the fruit of the Garden of Eden? You know what I mean? A lot of the classes I'm coming out with now is the same shit I was teaching when I was in high school. Psychic self-defense, Rosicrucian order. You know what I mean? A lot of them niggas is on file in my DM, everything, saying, bro, I remember everything you taught. Yo, you was right about what you taught. It's some lives that's posted now where they like, bro, you was just a young nigga teaching that shit, but you were right about all that shit. And they seeing it now. Okay, well, the seed has been planted. You know what I mean? So it wasn't never no hate. It fucked me up when Jimmy passed away. Hot Boy Jimmy. And I ain't even like calling him Hot Boy Jimmy. I just called him Jimmy. You know what I mean? I kept telling him, you got to come out that hot boy shit. You know what I mean? And he wasn't supposed to be. And really, he wasn't really on that bullshit. That's why I said that in the song. He was more so invested in like trying to get his shit together. His life together, the school together. Young nigga, right? That's who he was. But him and DT will, you know what I'm saying, lead class, do what they do and come back. And when they come back, I'm talking to them. They sitting there, they soaking it all up. You know what I mean? Sometimes niggas be in that state and they can soak it all up more. But Miss Thompson was cool enough in that class, okay, that when, and she taught, I think it was social studies and some other shit. It wasn't really world history, something like that, okay? But I would sit back and the brother Issa I Am, if you don't know who Issa I Am is, he was another rapper who was on the conscious wave for a while, right? I don't know if he still is. I haven't spoken to him in a while ever since he flipped out. But his aunt taught at the school. His aunt was named Mrs. Thompson. So go check. Issa last name is Thompson too. So you'll see what I'm saying. His name Issa I Am, okay? But his name is Issa Thompson, all right? His aunt is Anno Thompson, okay? And she would let me teach in her class while she teaching. She would let me go and sit in the back. Why? Most of the time I did all the fucking work, but she also knew I ain't give a fuck about that shit they were talking about in social studies. You know what I mean? I still passed that class. I told her, I said, listen, I don't care about none of this. All they lying. And she knew I was telling the truth. But they govern over your lesson plans. So they monitor, they make sure you don't tell people the truth. And she was telling me that. They were governing her lesson plan. She wanted to tell people about certain shit, and she couldn't. You know what I mean? They'll try to make you a target in the school system if you start teaching the real shit. You with me? It was a few teachers that wanted to teach the real shit. They couldn't. They had to lie to us. You know what I mean? So, but what they'll do is tell us it's a lie. But then we had to know it. I had a lot of teachers at Carver who they'll tell us this is all bullshit. We know, but you got to know this so that you can pass these standardized tests. You know what I mean? You pass the standardized test. So that we're not the ones who can determine whether or not you can get the diploma. They determine that. So you're going to need that diploma. Boom. So we knew a lot of that shit was bullshit. Okay, so I was sitting in them classes teaching, okay, for the duration of the class. So when you saw the video of the 16-year-old class, 16-year-old Mason teaching class hidden knowledge, one of the people, I think it was a Caucasoid, that made a joke back in 2017, and I think it's still funny to this day. They were like, this is what happened when the teachers say, you want to come up here and teach? And they see me up there and teach. I came up there and taught. But no, we had a substitute that day. All right? And the sisters was like, yo, what's this y'all be talking about? What's all this Pharaoh clan shit? What y'all be talking about? You know what I mean? Hey, look, you don't come in here trolling. You'll get removed. Okay? Just letting you know. All right? You won't even know. Just say live ended. Okay? We was in class that day, and I think it was a language art class. The teacher was out of class. Either that or a math class. Might have been a math. One of them. Okay? But the sister was like, yo, what's all this Pharaoh clan shit y'all be talking about? What's all this Pharaoh? At first it was a joke, but then they was like, they were really interested. They wanted to know. Right? Because they joke on them. And then I said, if you want to know what we talking about, I said, because they would ask, they said, why is only niggas? That was the big thing. Why is only niggas in the organization? And I explained to them, I said, well, I wanted to start with the brothers. I wanted to rectify how the brothers are behaving on the land. You know what I'm saying? Which was Carver. You know what I mean? I want to rectify the brothers, and I'm a man. And what we would do, that we had, like, it would be Thursdays where the brothers would dress up. All right? That day you wear a button down. All right? If you had the slacks, you wear the slacks. But brothers, all the brothers, there'll be a lot of them. All right? Don't let anybody fool you. Okay? I had Carver campus on lock. You know what I mean? AJC didn't give me the best all-around senior award for nothing. That's why I put it in the F Black History music video. You see me graduating, receiving that award. That's the AJC, Atlanta Journal-Constitution, Atlanta Journal AJC Cup Award for Best All-Around Senior. Okay? They granted me that. All right? Not for no reason. So what I say, I went to hell I mean school, graduated at the top of my class. All right? Still never thought I was over my peers. I spent that time teaching them because we was in hell together. You know what I mean? So they were like, yo, why it's only niggas? I said, yeah, I'm getting. So we would do certain things. Thursday, we stand back and let the sisters eat lunch first. We'll let the sisters get their plate first. The sisters walk by, okay. They don't even realize what they be holding. All right? There was the situation right hand to the Most High. A brother named Jeremy and a brother named Kyrie. All right? There's a brother named Jeremy and Kyrie. And they had some type of issue. Okay? We all would sit. It'd be a table. It'd be like 3 tables we would take up. 3 lunch tables full of pharaohs. And everybody else was like onlookers or eavesdroppers. All right? But that shit was on lock. Don't let them fool you. Okay? It was 2 brothers, Kyrie and Jeremy. Okay? Nigga had a different name. Jeremy Francois, some other shit. Gene, some other shit. Right? We used to get on his ass about it because he was supposed to be, you know what I'm saying, doing what he was doing. Right? So boom. They had issues. Some type of issue. And they finna fight. And I think I might have walked into the lunchroom late that day and seen them niggas face to face finna go at it. Niggas standing on top of the lunch table with their phones out. Somebody said, oh shit. Like, doing all the laughing, childish shit. All I see is phone lights and niggas face to face pulling up their pants and shit, put it on display. Right? So I walked over past the little crowd and I walked right between them niggas. You know, you don't get involved when 2 niggas is at it. But I walked right between them niggas. When I did that, all the pharaohs stood up. They already knew. Oh, shit. You know what I mean? I'm not making this up, y'all. I'm going to show you some shit so you can see what I'm saying. Right? But I walked right between them niggas and just stood there. Right? And then they still kind of doing their little display. It's a lot of ego still there. But I said, both of y'all, let's go outside now. I literally said, both of y'all, let's go outside now, bro. Now. Right? And they walked. I started walking. I didn't wait for them. They walked with me. And we got outside. We stood out there. We walked past the metal detector shit. And we standing out in the front of Carver High School. And I stood there. I said, yo. I said, what the fuck is y'all doing? Niggas told me, so he did this, that. I said, no. I'm not talking about what the fuck y'all bickering over. I said, are y'all monkeys? Nigga looked at me fucked up. I looked at them back fucked up. I said, are y'all monkeys? They're like, hell no. I said, are y'all these people's entertainment? They're like, hell no. I said, okay, well, that's all the fuck y'all niggas finna be for them. Some entertainment. Right? They wasn't trying to hear that first. But I got through to them niggas. Right? I said, you ain't finna put on no show for these people. I said, fuck all that. I said, here what's finna happen. Yeah, they were both Pharaoh. They were both a part of the organization that I had at Carver. Pharaoh clan. Okay, which meant to what you will become, Pharaoh. All right? It was a process. All right? Speaking about the day and time that we in now. That's why I had a song like Real Woke. Go look at it on SoundCloud. Faise One, Real Woke. Not woke, real woke. Before people were even saying the word woke. You know what I'm saying? To tell people that I told them Pharaohs, I said, one day they're going to infiltrate the woke movement. All right? I said, I'll be there. You're going to see me. I said, I'll be there when that happens to bring forth what this shit is really about, which is right knowledge. Okay? I just had to bring it a different way to those people and still introduce them to the science. I said, here's what y'all niggas finna do. Right? I said, y'all finna go in there. Right? I said, I'm gonna be right there with y'all. I said, you finna go in there. They think y'all niggas finna get into it. I said, y'all niggas finna walk in there. I said, and y'all gonna dap each other up. And then y'all niggas finna sit with each other at the table. Right? So they looked at me. They looked at each other. And they reached to dap each other. I said, no. I didn't say right here. I said, y'all niggas finna dap each other up in front of all them onlookers that thought y'all niggas was entertainment. And we finna show them how the fuck we move. All right? We can't have this amongst each other. You know what I mean? Boom. So we went in there. And they literally, as soon as they got in the lunchroom, that first open area before you get to the tables, they stood there in the middle of that area. They dapped each other up with the Pharaoh handshake. And they both went to the middle table, the main table, where I sat at. And they sat with each other. You know what I mean? And we sat there. I think I had started a freestyle. Niggas started freestyling. I shifted the whole shit. As soon as I walked in, yeah, I done fucked your whole motion up because you thought these niggas who represent what we got going on finna be your little entertainment. No, that ain't how this shit go. You know what I mean? So it was real. That's how this shit moved. The whole shit was on lock. We killed that energy. and flipped it. And let me tell you something about them two brothers so you get the clear picture. They wasn't no hoes. Them niggas wasn't no softies. All right, I'm not playing them like, they was under me or none of that. It wasn't none of that. However, I had garnered a certain level of respect. You feel what I'm saying? And it was through authenticity. All right? There was rap involved too, because couldn't nobody out rap me. All right? So I rap to get to certain ranks. Okay? That's just a part of the truth. All right? Authenticity garnered respect. Okay? And through that respect, they were able to listen to what I said, and they didn't fight. I stopped niggas from fighting. You know what I mean? And my respect was different. Even when I met one of my biggest homeboys, who I could go years and not talk to that nigga. But let me tell you something. He can't call me and say it's some bullshit. And I can't call him and say it's some bullshit. Because we coming. Whoever. Right? So I was dealing with one of my homeboys who, at the time, I didn't know who the fuck he was. All I know is that everybody was fucking scared of this nigga. I don't give a damn. I mean, I'm doing me. I got my own motion. I started the motion in 9th grade. You know what I'm saying? So, we in class, and we actually done came on live and talked about the shit. He done told his side of the story. The whole shit lined up together. So we in class, and he's sitting with the same nigga, right? He's sitting with the same nigga who was called Jeremy, right? So nigga Marco sitting with Jeremy. He was sitting behind his sister. I can't remember her name. I think it was Simone, something like that. And they get the she was look thick, you know what I'm saying? She was pregnant, you know what I mean? So niggas was trying to get at her still, all of that. So she sitting in front of them. They making a little motion, doing the little shit nigga be doing. They patting their laps and shit. And talking about how they'll hit her, all this other shit they'll do to her, you know what I mean? Sex with her, all this stuff. And I'm sitting to the left of them, right? And she turned around, she kind of like laughing, but then when she turned around, it would have look on her face. It did something to me. You know what I mean? Because she would have just been like, boy, stop, and went on about her day. That would have been different. It was the look on her face. The look on her face is like, I'm working on these little math problems. We was in this, I think her name was Miss Kelly, right? Class, right? I think that was her name, Miss Kelly or something like that. So little white lady, right? I think she had just got out of college, but and she was a cool white lady. But we sitting there, I'm doing these little math problems, and they going on about the class, and 5 minutes done passed. I'm like, nah, I gotta say something. So I put my pen down. You know what I mean? I turned a little bit, looked at them, and they looked and realized I was looking at them. And I said, yo, I think y'all owe her an apology. Niggas like, what? Right? They're like, what the fuck? Who the fuck this nigga is? Da, 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 da. I said, no, serious. I think y'all owe her an apology. I said, you didn't see her face when she turned around. I said, but what you said hurt her feelings. I said, what you don't understand is that's somebody's mother. She was pregnant. I said, that's somebody's mother. Would you want somebody to talk to your mother that way or refer to your mother that way? Nigga got ready to fight. Nigga was ready to fight. He's standing up. You know what I mean? He going crazy. Da, 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 da. He said, what you trying to hit? Da, 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 da. Nigga always got some shit to say. La, da, da, da. You know what I mean? I said, if you want, we can fight after class. I said, but right now, I said, I'm going to finish my classwork because this counts. I said, so if you want to be stupid, all right, that's you. I said, but I'm not about to be stupid like you. I'm going to finish this classwork, and then after that, all right, we can do this in the hallway. I said, you just meet me outside of class. I said, so if you can handle it, just wait for a second. Yeah, I'll accept your appointment, and we go outside, and we can handle it. It fucked him up. So I think that might have been the reason why he wound up, being able to be ushered out of class. Because I don't think the teacher would have been able to hold him back. I don't think that. I think it's what I said that might have, destabilized him for a second, long enough for him to be ushered out the class. Right? I'm like, yeah, I'll do that, but I'll only accept your appointment after class. I'm gonna finish this. I didn't tell him, no, I'm not trying to fight, brother. And I say, well, listen, because nigga don't know me. Listen, what? Them folks were trying to expel me from Decatur. They were trying to expel me from the DeKalb schools. All right, all them folks, Officer Patterson, Officer Osby. Listen, I can tell you names. Them folks were putting in motions to get my ass the fuck up. Like, you don't want to suspend me or kick me out of McNair. You mean to tell I can't go to no DeKalb school? You know what I mean? The prosecutor was like, yo, you might want to go to Fulton County. How the prosecutor gonna tell me, yo, you might want to, I'm looking at this shit. I don't know what you did or who you pissed off, but these folks are writing a Bible on you. That one little charge, No, them folks is trying to take you down. You're going to do time. Like, this is the cab. Go to Fulton County, fight it there. They'll be more lenient. All right? All right, so I was in 8th grade. I went to court 7 months about that shit. Boom. By the time I finally got into the court system, the last court date with the judge, the woman judge, her name was Cassandra Kirk. Okay? Listen, I'm telling you names of judge. She's Supreme Court judge now. All right? So go look what I'm telling you. He said, damn, he didn't make up the judge name. Yeah, her name, it was a woman. And I'm so grateful it was a woman because the nigga who was on the fucking, who was judging at that time or who was residing at that time, before she got on, he sent everybody down. I watched him. Listen, they got a bench that was sitting outside the municipal. I think it was Atlanta Municipal, one of them court. It was a big-ass court in the center of Pittsburgh. Over there by people, actually it's over there by Peopletown, right? And Summer Hill. Y'all know what I'm talking about if y'all from there, right? It's a big-ass court. Whatever it was. I think it's Atlanta Municipal, if I'm not mistaken. Whatever it is, somebody corporate shit, whatever the fuck it is. All right, because I ain't been there. Last time I was there, I think 2019, because I was trying to find the judge to tell her that I kept my promise. I wanted to take her to lunch. I had just did the battle movie, all this other stuff. I was doing a lot of positive things. I wanted to tell her I kept my promise. Okay, I still want to tell her that, but somewhere in me, I think she might know. You know what I mean? Hopefully she does. Okay, but if not, I hope one day that I can take her to lunch and thank her for not sending me down the fucking road about some shit these folk done trumped up on me. You with me? Because they were talking about you're looking at a minimum 1 year. And first they were talking about the Youth Detention Center because I'm 13. But then they talking about, nigga, you going down, like, to jail. I'm like, these folk, what the fuck? All right, so boom. What was I going with that? Yeah, so there's a bench that was sitting outside the door leading into the court. And it's like waiting outside to see if God gonna send you to hell or if he go, you know what I mean, let you in heaven. So I'm watching, I'm getting closer and closer to the door. Nigga, if you know what I'm talking about, if niggas know what I'm talking about, you get closer and closer to that door, you get more and more nervous. You done went over your paperwork, you done went over your lines. I mean, yes, your honor, yes, your honor. You going over your head, you trying to figure out how you gonna stand, if you gonna do it. And I was taught to stand a certain way, so, you know, whatever. You know what I mean? But you're going all out. I got my all black, I'm checking, do I got anything else? I can do this. And the closer I got to the fucking, it's about 13, 14 niggas in front of me. Closer I get to the shit, by like, I'm like, now I'm in like 10th in line. So like 9 niggas in front of me. All I hear is, all right, what's the next case? 15 minutes go by, gavel hit, 3 years. What the fuck? We all juveniles. You know what I mean? Oh shit, what the hell? 3 years, probation, 40 hours, what is that, 400 hours community service. This type of shit over here. I'm like, what the fuck? All these one package, one person. Damn, bam, 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 the end. Next. That nigga saying next, like what the hell? Who made that man mad for he came to work? So this is what I thought in my head. His wife cheated on him. Like she cheated on him, he found out and still came to work. You don't just come, you not stocking shelves. You dealing with niggas' lives. He wasn't really hearing them cases, y'all. I'm listening for all of this shit. So the last nigga, he looking at me like, fuck. I'm looking like, damn, he got to go in this. He go in. He sat his ass down. Boom, 2 years. Down the road, some other shit. And these were like charges like all of it wasn't really little shit. But, you know, some people didn't have priors. Because I was talking to a lot of them niggas. Some niggas didn't have no priors. They lawyers saying it's all good. You know, your lawyers show up too. You know, listen, let me tell you something. If your lawyers show up and a nigga, if his blazer go beneath his damn, his blazer touching his thigh, you finna lose that damn case. If your lawyer show up and he drop anything, I don't give a fuck if it's a pen, and he gotta stoop down to pick it up. Yeah, bro. I'm just letting you know that's just how this shit go. So a lot of lawyers is out there standing in line sipping coffee. I'm like, these niggas don't give a fuck about these little boys. You know what I mean? A lot of them were Caucasoids. I said, they don't care about us, right? So the last nigga gotta go in, he look at me like, fuck. I'm looking at him like, fuck, right? And he go in, it's different. It's a different way, because it's like, what can we really do? You know what I mean? Even if we try to run, it's like, look, they got ways they gonna find you. They gonna send out the slave patrol to try to find you, and they gonna capture you again. It's the same system. So niggas is waiting on judgment day, right? So he go in. They sat his ass down. 2 years, some other shit. And it was some little shit he had with no priors, right? So I'm like, damn. And then right before I'm finna go in, I said, well, I guess it's my time to go to hell. I know I didn't listen. It was, no, here's what I'm going to say. They trumped up the fucking charges, all right? They started off with like 4 charges. But then they went in and dug up shit. They had recordings from the hearings that they were splicing. They talking about how I was calling on the Most High, saying that I was calling out terroristic threats and shit, and I obstructed this, and I kicked an officer, and all that I was doing. I'm like, damn, the fuck? That one kick done turned into 17 charges. I ain't kicked the officer, right? I don't know the hell it, and that shit done. I'm like, damn, they trying to really railroad me. So I stood up, you know what I mean? I'm like, well, time to go. I guess it's my turn to go to hell. And what they say, all right, we're going on recess, okay, da-da-da-da-da. And they closed the door for a second. I said, what the fuck? They opened the door. It was Cassandra Kirk, a woman. She just got there. She done just had her coffee. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Her husband probably had a good night and a good AM. You know what I mean? She came there. She was singing, "He Loves Me," especially different. You know what I'm saying? She was singing that shit, you know what I mean? All the way to the 4:30, can't wait to get home. That's the judge I got. She get there, she greeting everybody, da-da-da-da. So they open up the doors. All I heard was, Lord. I was like, damn, whoever the fuck Hell's Kitchen leader was, he gone. I can't remember the nigga name. Who remember the Hell's Kitchen nigga? He gone. All right, so I bring my tray. I ain't nervous to bring my shit. You know what I mean? So I stand there. I stand there with respect. I got on my all black. I know how to stand. Okay, and I'm speaking to the judge honorably, all right, and the prosecutor get to going off. Da-da-da-da-da-da, you know what I mean? This is your responsibility as the judge. You know, I think it was a Caucasoid woman that was my prosecutor, right? And she's like, yeah, it's your responsibility to make sure that these types of delinquents and off the streets, and if not, they're going to be robbing houses. If not, I'm like, damn. And before, because I have moved, remember I moved counties, so I'm not at McNair no more. You know what I mean? They done sent me over to Fulton County where they advise we go, so we moved counties, right? And it was time to move any motherfucker way. And I ended up at King Middle. You know what I mean? And all my teachers was like, yo, I don't know what you facing. Nigga, you been going to court for 7 months. You ain't really told us a lot. My teacher, I had a teacher named Miss Ridley. All right, I had a teacher named Miss Tate. You know what I mean? Bless her soul. Okay, and because she's passed on. Mr. Hakeem, okay, I remember their names, and Mr. Gainesville. Okay, so if they ever pop up at a concert or a pro-cert, all right, or they ever comment and say, I always knew you was going to make it, I'm going to say, yes, they did, because they stepped in on my behalf. They didn't even fucking know me, right? They all came together, not just them, Mr. Carter, some other people. They all stepped in on my behalf, and they were like, it was Miss Kelly, I think that might have been the Miss Kelly, okay? Because when I came to that school, I had infractions. Remember, they were trying to expel me in 6th grade. I went to the art school, the Cal Elementary School of the Arts in 7th grade. That went from kindergarten to 7th grade, all right? And I didn't keep my grades up. I explained that already because I was more focused on girls and shit, you know what I mean, than getting the grades that were high enough to be transferred over to the 8th through 12th grade school, which was DECA, I think it was. Oh, no, it was DSA. So you had the Cal Elementary School of the Arts. That's still over there by, it's over by Tilson Drive. Okay, right over there by the Shell that's next to the Hamp. Okay, it's in Decatur. Okay, or DeKalb. So, they wound up sending me back. I had to go back to my home school, which was McNasty. Okay, so I moved from there, go to King Middle. I came over there with a lot of infractions. They said, nigga, you still ain't served your 10-day suspension. They suspended you for 10 days before you came over here. Because I went back, I don't know what the hell happened. I got suspended again or some shit. After the big shit that went down, you know what I mean? Some other shit. They actually, I went back and they suspended me again. I don't think I did nothing that time. Or maybe I did. I don't know. God, I slapped plenty niggas in my life. I don't know what they are. I might have slapped somebody. I don't remember. But either way, I got 10 days. And McNair wasn't suspending you for no 2-3 days. They'll give you 10 days about some little shit. All right? They didn't want to deal with us. And so they moved county. I go to that school. They said, bro, you coming with a lot of infractions. That was the first time I heard somebody use the word like that. But they said, here's what we're going to do. I'm looking at you. You seem like a decent kid. All right, we're gonna wipe all that clean. And we're going to put you in these advanced placement classes like you asking for, all of that. And we're going to give you a chance. We're going to let you show us what you're made of. And I represented so hard for King Middle. You know what I mean? I was in the No Place for Hate programs. I did a lot of the playwrights for the school. You know what I mean? I was putting on performances and fundraising and all kind of stuff for the school. You with me? And I had a big name by the time I left. Let me see if I can find that for you. Right? So, it was on a Faise One production. Dr. Miller. Yep. There go little Faise at King Middle, in the King Middle Auditorium. And what it say? A Dr. Malachi York tribute, right? A stand, Malachi York tribute. Okay? I was telling people to take a stand in 8th grade. So that me in 8th grade, right? So they let me through that. Okay? So long story short, my teachers was like, because they saw how I represented, I had straight A's. I think I maintained all A's that year. Okay? That might not be 100% true. I think I think I did all A's that year. All A's in my 8th grade year. I think I finished with all A's, straight A's. Okay? And I'm not even trying to lie, so I think I might see an 80 somewhere in my mind. Okay? But I think that didn't count. I think it might have been a progress report before the report card. Okay? So that might have been a confusion. But I had all A's, right? Boom. So I got a lot of shit to show for it. My teacher stepped in on my behalf. They're like, we don't know what you done got into, what you did. Okay? But we got your back. Whatever it is, we got letters of recommendation. I remember the sister, she was a real sister. You could tell she was from the hood. You could tell she was from there. All right, but she was like, yo, I don't know whatever it is, but we got you, okay? We got you. All right, and she did her letters of recommendation. Mr. Gainesville, Mr. Hakeem, Miss Tate, okay, and the counselor, a few different people, okay? Even it was a lady there who was a student Dr. York, who put me on to Last Prophets, or something I think we call Last Prophets. Gil Scott, Revolution Will Not Be Televised. She put me on to that, okay? And she really took to me. So she was like, oh, yeah, I got you. And I don't want to call her the janitor. I think she was at that time. If not, she was a PA or something like that. But she was always push something around. If it wasn't a trash can, it was maybe an easel. But I see her pushing something. But I can't really remember what the object was. But they all wrote letters of recommendation, okay? So I had that. Some Mason brothers came through. My mother came through, obviously. My mother's mate came through, okay? Other people in the community, they wrote letters of recommendation telling about who and what I actually am in real time, not what this big-ass Bible against me is saying I am. Some terrorist running around that can't stay out of trouble. You know what I mean? I had my days getting into what I got into, but I could not stay out of trouble. It's just motherfucker didn't want to leave me alone. You know what I mean? I had to show niggas that you ain't no bullies, okay? So, boom. So we get to the court, and the lady, Cassandra Kirk, all right, the Judge Cassandra Kirk, okay, basically shut the whole thing down. She heard the prosecutor going on about how I'm a delinquent. You know what I mean? I look over to my right. I'm looking at my homie fighting tears because they dealing with her son. She know her son ain't none of this shit on his paper, right? But they dealing with me like a number. It ain't really much she can do, you know what I mean, except show up and support. And she in her all black, I'm in my all black. She's standing right there with me looking like, what? At what all this shit this lady is saying. And I'm telling you, Judge Cassandra Kirk didn't even look that lady in her eye. She kept looking at me. You know what I mean? She looked at the paper. She reading my letter of recommendation, maybe like 7 to 12 pages, somewhere along there, one of the numbers. I think it was 7. She flipping through the pages, all these letters, front and back. All right, different letters. And she reading that. She looking at me. I'm looking at her. She read it again. She looking at me. I'm looking at her. Right? And then she closed it. She told the prosecutor that they could, that's it. That'll be all. Right? And she said, what I see, she touched the other stack, the big stack, the Bible against me, or the book that they wrote against me. Right? She said, I'm looking at this. She said, the man I'm looking at right now, she said the young man I'm looking at right now doesn't match what they're saying against him. This is what she said to the court and to me. She said, what I'm looking at and who I'm looking at in front of me don't match what I'm looking at in his paper. She said, but she touched the letter recommendation stack. She said, but this match you. She said, so, Mr. Hargrove. I said, yes, Your Honor. She said, I need you to make me a promise. Right? And in my mind, I'm like, whatever the hell she finna ask. I don't care if she finna promise me to mow her lawn for 365 days straight, every AM at 8 a.m. Okay, whatever this lady finna ask me for, it sounds like she not finna send me down. I don't even want to do a year in the detention center. That's not my life. I never saw that. You know what I mean? So she ain't gonna send me down the road. Okay? So she said, I need you to make me a promise. I need you to promise me you'll never reappear in court under these circumstances ever again in your life. So I need you to promise me that. And I promised her that. And she said, well, I want to adjust and close this case. Right? She was done talking to me. You know what I mean? She said, I want to adjust and close this case. Last thing she said to me was, good luck, young man. Right? You know what I'm saying? You're gonna do great things. And she was done. She was ready for whatever next was coming. She said, I want to adjust and close this case. Here's what I feel. I don't know, but I feel that she was a mother, right? Or just her ability to be a mother might have had something to do with why she was able to see me. You know what I mean? Because I would have really hated to have to face a judge who can't see me. That's the worst feeling. All you gotta do is look at the man. That's why Tupac, in his court case, he was saying, yo, this whole time you haven't even looked me in the eye. He said, you haven't looked at the man, the actual living being. All right? He said, so it's clear to me you're not in search of any ma'at or justice because you're not beholding me. You know what I mean? He said, so as far as I'm concerned, there's no point in me asking for a lighter sentence. You know what I mean? I'm not in your hands. I'm in God's hands. You with me? Because they didn't care about it. So she saw who I was and gave me that opportunity. So she adjusted and closed the case. So that's how it panned out. She adjusted it and closed the case. Sent me on my way with good luck, good love. And that was it. That was the last of that. It's still on record. I'm sure you can go to that same court and ask for that record. They'll give it to you. I went and asked for it. They gave it to me. You know what I mean? I went up there in 2019 and I asked, is Judge Cassandra Kirk still here? Right? And first they were looking a little concerned. They started patting my pockets and shit. I'm like, what is this? What are y'all doing? They said, well, you know, a lot of judges get, you can imagine, death threats. You know what I mean? And some people try to do them harm for sentencing their brother or their sister or sentencing them and all this other stuff. So we want to make sure that you ain't wanting to cause no harm. Right? So then after they screened me, then it was like, no, she ain't here. They said she what do you call it? Graduated or whatever the word was. Okay, she was promoted to being a Supreme Court judge, Cassandra Kirk. And I was proud. I was really proud to hear that. Okay, but I really didn't want to talk to her and take her to lunch and let her know. You know what I mean? So, yeah, that's the top line. You know what I mean? My whole thing was I wanted people to know the truth. I always wanted people to know the truth. You feel me? And I wanted righteousness, justice, okay, to be served the right way, the light way. And that's how I always stood. So if you know me from back in those days, or a lot of people do know me from back in those days when I was in middle school, elementary school, some of y'all might, you know what I mean? In the community, some of y'all done met me in real life, you know what I mean? And say, damn, it was a brother I ran into in Clayco. I was at a Shell. You know what I mean? This might have been right after I shot the Fly High music video clip, right? And this was in 2021, I think it was, if not 2022. Okay, it might have been 2022. Okay, I just can't remember which one. But he saw me coming out of a Shell, and he was like, yo, Faise One. I said, yo, what's good? I said, who that? You know what I'm saying? That's what I really said. He said, yo, Faise One. I said, who that? He said, no, I'm such and such from Instagram. All right, he walked up on me, you know what I mean, dapped me up. We had a little conversation, and I told him, I said, yo, I got to be on my way, right? And I sent him love, went on about my way. And he was hitting me up he said, like, yo, you really are who you say you are. You know what I mean? I bear witness to who you are, nigga. Like, yeah, I felt that on you in person. You feel me? So, yeah, y'all, anybody know me, y'all think I just talk on these lives. I be talking in life. You know what I mean? Breaking shit down in life, building shit up in life, teaching niggas shit in life, telling niggas real shit in life. Anything I can. You know what I mean? And I also be soaking up a lot of game. I know when to be quiet and listen to hear some shit. And I know when not to let some shit get through. You with me? So, again, for those who witnessed what happened early on the live, don't think it's no disrespect for Uma. It ain't no disrespect. But I'm going to tell you some shit. Like, if some shit need to be told, it's going to be told. And I had to tell her, like, there's nothing you're going to be able to say right now. It ain't going to get through. It ain't going to get through. You know what I mean? These devils have made the mistake that they can make war with us. All right? And they keep revealing themselves. That's all they doing, revealing themselves. Like one of the sisters you said on here earlier, that Kayla, you was like, he's revealing himself. Exactly. You know what I mean? So you see that, right? That's what they got to do. green light exposes people. You with me? That's all they've been doing, exposing themselves. So all that, oh, we need to stay together, da 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 da. I'm not gonna try. I can't hear that because now y'all loud because I said it's time to get loud. Now y'all moving for pops, and you ain't gonna say it. I don't know why you're not gonna say it. Maybe it's an ego thing, whatever. But everybody gonna try to act like they been like fighting for them. You know what I mean? And I get it. That's fine, whatever. But I remember everybody was sitting on their hands for a long time. And I came and shook this shit up. So yeah, they got problems. And he ain't the last one that's gonna expose himself. Watch. And I tell you again, when you see me standing next to somebody, it doesn't mean I'm standing with them. You see them standing next to me doesn't mean they're standing with me. All right, you'll see a picture of the nigga Chuck Morgan standing right with Dr. York, smiling big as fuck. Chuck, if you standing right there with Dr. York, smiling big as fuck, why you saying he did all this shit? It don't add up. You standing right there with him, but you had a big ass smile like you were fan, like you were so happy to be taking a picture with him. You know what I mean? Yet you was one and still are one of the main people speaking out against him. Something's odd about that. Something's odd about that. You with me? Everything odd about it. You got me? Yeah, name Chuck. Chuck Morgan. C-U-C-H. I'll show you a picture with a nigga standing with Pops. You know what I mean? Everybody who know. Like, bro, how y'all go from fucking around and being around the movement, and then next thing you know, you done fucked around and outside the movement? What the hell? Some of these folks had cases. Some of these folks, wanted some money. There's a lot of bullshit. So, no, I don't rock with them niggas. Nigga got on the line talking about some, I shook Young Elder and, what do you call it, Uma. You know what I mean? Like that, like we give a fuck. All I said was, bro, when you see me, keep your distance. That's all I said. That ain't no threat. It's just me telling you, I'm giving you the parameters or the rules of engagement. When you see me, I ain't say I said stay the fuck across the room from me. You with me? Because it ain't no game. It ain't no game. That's all I'm saying. That's why I was like, when nigga was like, we can move forward, I said, I'm with that. But then he kept talking, he said some other shit. He said, you go listen, if the live is saved, you'll hear me say it. He said, we can move forward. Uma, he's not going to hear you. He already said he's not going to hear you. Right? We can move forward. I said, I'm with that. Let's move forward. Right? And then he was like, because niggas beefing on the internet is crazy. Niggas going big on the internet is crazy. I'm like, I don't know what niggas mean by that. That activated me again. So I don't know what niggas mean by that. Because nigga, you should know. Like, what the hell? A lot of shit done happened off this internet shit. A lot of shit done got, you know what I'm saying, all this internet shit. Y'all know how this shit go. It ain't like just no random troll in the fucking comments. Nigga, you call yourself popping up at the bookstores. You call yourself coming to the Savior Day. I don't know why you call yourself doing that. I told Lifewave, Manessa, I said 5D can't come to the Z Fest. He can't come to Savior Day. He like some, I don't know who gonna stop him. I said, okay, tell him to come. Tell him to come. I went up there. Him not wasn't there. Him not wasn't up there. Him not didn't come. You know what I mean? I said, yeah, tell him to come then. Tell him to come. That's all. Tell him to come. You're gonna find out who I am. You're gonna find out what it means to get bounced off the land. You know what I mean? Hey, remember on the nigga on the train in the Harder They Fall movie? Said everybody but him. That I got everybody but him status. You know what I mean? Just say, yo, and the one time somebody violated that, I don't think she knew who she was talking to. She didn't even realize it was the clan mother, Janet Goins. She said, you don't leave, because them they got it wrong. Somebody had to take some shit off, because I wanted a Mason up under their lodge, in the YB Grand Lodge. They gang banging. They be jumping niggas in, all kind of shit. I heard about all the shit them niggas are doing. Right? So, and Masonry don't even operate like that. But they trying to gang bang, because they chumps. That's all they got. So they try to protect it. Right? And it's all an illusion. So she was like, oh, that's the brother's thing. The brother gonna handle that. I said, no, I'm not telling you. I said, them niggas threatened me. And we trying to figure out what the fuck finna happen. What should have happened, they should have been told to leave. Because this is your guest. Remember, you told me to come. You asked me to perform. right? Young Elder, we're good, bro. I see you. Yeah, y'all know that's different because yeah, nah, I don't bring niggas on the live. No, it's different. I just sent I just sent something to you. I sent a request. What do you call it? Yeah, I know. I don't bring nobody on. Right, we back.
I'll do something today to help him promote what he got going on with the other move we got going. That is what I want to say, man. Because everybody they scared, you know. If you beefing with Faise, you beefing with me. Now, but I'm starting to see what the fuck going on. I'm seeing how niggas move. We notice everybody that's linking up with the clan mother. You know what I'm saying? They standing over there. It's like if you ain't standing with us, you against us. If you ain't standing with us, you against us. At this point, I'm seeing how niggas move. You pull up on niggas, they acting funny, they whispering and shit, hiding behind the building and shit. You know what I'm saying? And then we see who all clicking up together. We see who all running together.
Yep.
And then we start to, cause like I said, we gonna figure out what side you on.
Yep.
And if you ain't standing over here with me and Faise and Uma and everybody else that's really riding with Pops, then you against us. And we seeing how niggas move. We seeing niggas showing everybody, like it's like the fucking all these motherfuckers really exposing themselves at this point. It's like everybody that's really fake motherfuckers and really just ain't really down with Pops. They got their own shit going on.
Yep.
We starting to see who they really are now.
Yep.
I'm telling you, bro. And then look, I was trying to let them people make it. I ain't gonna say no names. We trying to let them people make it. Like a whole bunch of them niggas that roll, they all in a little clique together.
I know who you talking
about.
Gotta
let them people make it, man, because I'm trying to give them the benefit of the doubt. But now everything makes sense. It's all fucking clear now. Why these niggas run together? They run with the same lady who forged Bible's signature. They close with her. Yeah, so we see what. And these the same look. So now today I figured out too, these motherfuckers were trying to put a hit on me.
Who?
All right, so
who? Oh nah, never mind.
Yeah, I ain't gonna say a name because they were looking for us. Now we looking for them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because I put it together today. They tried to get me to come down to Santanica Park for that parade. And the niggas that invited me to that, once I found out, I saw my people down there. My people was down there the whole time. I saw my people down there instead of me, and to look around and see what was going on. And my people said, "Young, don't come down here like it's some fucked up shit, right?" So I didn't go.
Yeah.
But the niggas had invited me to that shit. That's the niggas I'm looking at, and it's the same niggas. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
In that little clique. Yeah. So
you see how you know, but I already know how you know. But you see how you know the move. Yeah. Like, nigga, first of all, you don't go nowhere by your damn self. Even if it look like you by yourself, you don't be by yourself. Another thing, you knew to send niggas ahead.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? To that, it's fabulous. And you ain't gonna send just nobody. I know you sent niggas who, even if it was some
professional
shit,
niggas,
they would have been able to handle some shit.
Yeah.
Right? And that's what they told you. Nah, hell no, I don't. They peaked the scene. But niggas wouldn't have been able to. I was just talking about this earlier. Right? When folks don't think they being observed, it's a lot that they show.
Right?
It's a lot that will come out when folks don't think people watching that shit and seeing that shit. So they thinking that the only motherfucker to be cautious about observing was you. You know what I mean? It's the same way with some sisters that are around them that are coming back bringing me information. They don't know why they there. Right? That's why I told you. You send women up through certain places, niggas underestimate that power.
Yeah.
You send a sister up, through there. Everybody too busy trying to holler at her. They don't even get why the fuck she there. Ain't nobody gonna ask her who I'm the nigga gonna be like, who the fuck is that? You know what I mean? Why? Hold on, who is that? Oh, that's such and such. Okay, such and such gonna have to get the fuck up out of here because I ain't tell them to come through here.
Right?
Yeah, ain't none of that. Hey, no, hell no. You don't know me, I don't know you. It's certain vibes you gotta pick up on. Everybody don't get that, but them ones who I know, oh no, you was sick to try to peek some shit out. They get that. You with me? It's the same type of motion, but let me tell you something, bro. Let me tell you something. I'm gonna say what I can't say without saying too much. All right? Who this Sun Rock person is. Okay? So, I mean, you know, Almost is a child. You know what I mean? One of the children. Okay, but then Uma just brought forth that it was his mama who was going against Pops.
Right.
So they supposed to expose in phase one. He said, I didn't fuck with a nigga from the beginning. There's a reason for that. What reason did I give you not to fuck with me other than the fact that I pushed your father?
Right.
And nigga motion can't survive because Pop motion took that whole shit over. You know what I mean? Niggas motion can't survive. And all the little stragglers motion can't survive. You with me?
Yeah.
So we ain't worry about it. They tried it. And my dad, being legally blind, was ready to stand on all them niggas.
Yeah.
And one of the elders intervened and was like, what are y'all doing? This is Bodie. What are you talking about? Y'all new niggas don't know him. This is Bodie.
Right.
He was there. He suffered a lot with Pops.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? So, and one of the sisters just asked recently, why did your father step away from that organization? And I explained to her the same shit. The same shit I explained to her. You know what I mean? No, he don't fuck with them because them niggas is devils, for one.
Right.
And after a while, you can't be around niggas. Heads gonna have to be rolling. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm like, hey, it's mighty funny that motherfucker went back to the back to fix the drink for y'all, though. That shit was, and then you dealing with a fucking witch, too, and a warlock. How did she have that shit on hand? She had that shit on hand to fucking take a nigga out.
Fix only me and Mrs. Faise a drink.
Yeah.
And she didn't come out and give it to us. She sent it out to us. If you know what I'm saying, you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
She sent the drink out. And I'm like, what the hell? And I'm trying to figure out why the fuck. Listen, if you wanted to send me the drink, me and you just had a one-on-one.
Right.
You want to send me a drink, but why you sending me and this Mrs. Faise a drink? And I already knew what it was. And Mrs. Faise knew what it was too. She knew what it was too. Because when I was walking back to the back, because I knew one of the sisters, her name was D, right? Because she had taught at the cinema building or came and gave a presentation at the cinema building. And she was telling me, she told me when Joaquin and the rest of them had walked off, she was like, look, whatever you doing, brother, keep doing it. She said, whatever you doing, keep doing it. She said, the elders, she said, we see you. She said, I don't know about everybody. She said, whatever you doing is working. She said, keep doing it. You know what I mean?
And you
so
on their ass.
But she did send them drinks out. I walked to the back, and I had to walk past Mrs. Faise to get to the back, right? And she was like, are we drinking this? I said, hell no. I said, nut. I said, nut. Right? I said, hold this. And we walked outside in the front when it was time to go. We walked outside in the front, and we poured them drinks out in front of the establishment. You know what I mean? Right there in front of it. You know, whatever is in here, whatever in here, whatever energy, whatever, that shit right there. We're going to leave it here for when you come out. You know what I mean? So, but they don't, again, you must not know. If she didn't, and what's so crazy is when I told that I was Bodie's son, she sat up even straighter and realized, wait a minute, damn, this ain't no random person. She said, I love your family. I know your family.
Yeah.
But she didn't know, listen, she didn't know who my Umi was. Because often when you say, I'm Bodie's son, a lot of people think that if you say you Bodie's son, then that means you must be Carmen's son also.
Right.
Or Faise, which was, I think, Bodie's first wife that he had.
Yeah.
Right? Or his ex-wife.
Yeah.
Okay, which is still his wife in spirit. We don't disrespect.
Right.
Okay? Carmen or Faise, who never disrespected me, by the way. She always handled me like one of her sons. Okay, never treated me wrong. Okay, even with the whole situation. All right? People didn't know about my Umis being with Bodie. Okay, they didn't know that because that was some shit that was really a one-time situation. That's all it took. Now, they might have hung around every now and again. He was going around telling people that he wanted my Umi to be his second wife. And my mama was like, why the hell you going around telling people that? She said, no. She said, you need to be with her. She said, Carmen is for you. Nigga, I'm not for you. She was how my mama said. She said, you need to be with who is for you. Right? But all it took was one encounter. And here I am. You know what I'm saying?
There you go.
A lot of Joaquin, here's my point. She didn't know I was talking about Tefnut. She probably thought I was talking about Faise or Carmen. If she knew I was talking about Tefnut, I don't think her ass would have even sent out no drinks or none of that. Because, like, you would have known. Like, come on. Because my mama know them. You know my mama. And let me put this on record again so you understand how green light can move all around this board, right? My mama has never said anything negative about Joaquin to me. So I don't have...
you told me that. Yeah, you told me that.
Okay. I don't have no negative thing. I don't have nothing. Because other than that, you know what I'm saying, encounter of how I didn't even know who she was, which it worked out for the better. Because I didn't even know it was Joaquin. I didn't know who she was. But all I knew was something wrong about how this lady is speaking to me and Mrs. Faze. I don't like that shit. Okay, and I'm about to get right back with her because she don't know who the fuck she talking to. But I didn't know that was Pop's sister or who's supposed to be his sister. Because that's another development on that. That may not be his sister. You know what I mean?
Right.
But all I had was respect because my Umi had respect and she ain't had nothing negative to say. So what I think is a lot of times people had issue with Waukee, not because they had proof that she was doing no behind the scenes dirty shit, but just because they didn't like how she do whatever the fuck she want to do, and she don't care who you are. You know what I mean? Who the fuck you think you talking to, first of all? And that's how she is. And my Umi the same way. So I don't think they ever had a reason to clash out. However, my Umi did know about the fact that Pops never should have had a lawyer. He should have never had a lawyer from the beginning. And Pops was saying that he didn't ask for Garland or anybody that was supposed to be these lawyers that were
Right.
pushed on him. And they said no. I think it was Joaquin that was saying no. We got on the lawyer. You know what I mean? And they were never supposed to do that. So then Uma come around years later. My Umi told me this when I was like 6, 7 years old, right? So years later, Uma come around and clear up and say she took her aunt, her aunt to court about that same situation because she said they were trying to dismantle the trust. So I have to look into all of this now and say, damn, because I was on the live when she was saying that. I said, but wait a minute, whoever dismantled the trust, I said, wouldn't that have been the same person who pushed the lawyer on him to begin with? She was like, exactly. All right, that's why I'm encouraging Uma to speak more.
Yeah,
because
me
Uma
too.
be saying shit and she'll speak and we ain't reading your mind, Uma. You gonna have to say a lot of this shit how I say a lot of this shit. You gonna have to stop sparing these folk names. You gonna have to stop sparing that story you know about that people don't know about because it put all this shit out in the open and it helped put the ducks in a row about what I've been saying for years and what my Uma been saying for years and what you've been saying for years. You know what I mean? So yeah, I don't know what the hell
Yeah, that
that
tape
shit.
we did last night. That's her fucking. They scared, man. They fucking scared because we got everybody. She fingered just about it. The top niggas. She fingered the top people involved. The people that was involved with get still in the land.
Yeah, we're gonna make sure you get out. I told you. One of them
Oh
already
yeah,
sent it to me.
piece
Yeah,
by piece.
they sent it to my email. You know what I mean? I told you. I'm gonna spend time, cut it up, and I'm gonna send it. It's still gonna be put up. You know what I mean? And I know
You
how to
got me.
make that shit. I know how to work with the algorithm. You know what I mean? Again, certain things you can do. But yeah, of course they don't want that out. But that's why I told you. I said that's fair. You know what I mean? That ain't no regular shit because they let WAC 100 expose niggas all the time. Okay, pull up their paperwork. All right, they put people in
Right,
danger. All right, because let's talk about it. It's actually dangerous to put people paperwork online when it comes to gang banging and shit. All right, or collaborating with the feds, or cooperating, or ratting or snitching. That's dangerous as fuck. A lot of niggas be needing witness protection after that shit. All right, because if you don't have witness protection, then you know what I mean. Them niggas don't see about you for putting their big homie in jail.
right.
You with me? So they don't take WAP 100 videos down when he be exposing everybody and putting out their paperwork and stuff like that. So it ain't about no, oh, you can't pull paperwork. That ain't it, y'all. It's what she was saying and the fact that it didn't have anything to do with just her father's case. Okay, if people understand that these things can be done and start becoming more familiar with the terminology that she's using, right? And all these contracts and all these documents and these seals, if they become more familiar with it, they may investigate their own family, all right, and their own ancestry and heritage that they supposed to have acquired by now, okay, and look into it,
Right.
and it'll shut a lot of shit down. Well, damn, if you land grab from a man recently, 20 years ago, 22 years ago, you land grab, or actually, yeah, about 20 years ago, technically, because 2005 is when they actually seized it, right? If you land grab it from him, who else? Who else you done took land from?
Right.
How
Right.
many other families? What? This Walmart sitting here, yeah, okay. This Walmart can't sit here. This belong to Phase One, can it? If Amari Shaman Hargrove L, okay, all rights reserved, has the actual title or the allodial title of this land, okay, all I gotta do is be able to show and prove that. You can't have this Walmart right here. You can't have this bank right here. You can't have this Target right here. You can't have this school right here. Anything that I say from these 1,000 acres, 500 acres, 200 acres, whatever, you can't have nothing on here because, first of all, you're operating on stolen land. It's a violation of the law. You can't do that, okay? And you got to take all that down. Any affairs that you were carrying out in this country, not the U.S. Corporation, I can proclaim the acres that I'm standing on a country. And they don't want people to know that because we call these places states, right? Georgia, you know what I mean? Connecticut, you call these places states. But you go over there to Egypt, all right? That's a country. That ain't the whole Africa. You know what I mean? You go to Ethiopia, that's a country. That's not the whole continent. You with me? So standing on land that you own, you can call it a country. As a matter of fact, you can be a country, all right? It takes a certain amount of people with a certain type of position to be a country. Meaning when you walk outside, you are a country. And all of you together form a country. People say, what? Yeah, these folks don't own the land. They own the mindset, okay, that's operating on that. That's what they own. They own how people are going to respond, okay, when you say all rights reserved or all rise or de facto and all these terms, all these express terms, when they own that, okay? But they don't own your soul. That's why making a living, there's no such thing. I told people that. There's no such thing as making a living. It's all a trick. You can't make a living. You know what I mean? Life is already here. You're already living, all right? Another trick is they say, we need a sign of your nature, all right? Well, my sign of my nature has been spoken about in the Bible, okay, in the upper room class or lesson, all right, in the book of Matthew, all right, in the book of John, okay, yeah, when he came back, he rose up again. He had to meet with them brothers in the, what was it? I can't remember exactly the chapter. Maybe, I think it was 20, no, it was John chapter 20. John chapter 20, all right, I believe it is. Okay, go fact check me. He came in the upper room and they say he breathed on them, okay? That's the sign of our nature. We should not have to pick up a pen and sign anything. If I could do this, I'm alive. That's my sign of me being a living being. But they use his paperwork. You know what I mean? It's all games. So when people learn how to play them games, guess what happens? Guess what happens? You learn how to beat them. You learn how to beat them. You actually realize that conquering the chess game means you're not on the board. You step out of the board. And the rest of that shit fall. So that's why they took y'all shit down. You know what I mean? Because she was going into shit, and I didn't even watch it. I didn't have a chance to watch it. But I already know. She was going into shit that even Rod Hayes didn't bring forth.
No, not this. Like the shit that Raw was just going in, just saying that, hey, it was an auto release created to get Malachi in 2019, which is, 19 L is all connected, and he's supposed to got out. What happened? Duce, he just put me on Duce at the center. I said, damn, what happened, Duce? What the fuck happened? Why you disappeared? Skip town? Why you fucking changing your name and shit? Like you working for the Killer Clowns? Or something? That's what I'm trying to figure out. But I'm starting to figure out Faise, and I'm gonna tighten security. We got to get at all these niggas because it's elaborate. This shit is elaborate. This is a fucking Ponzi scheme. I mean, with all the fucking tricks in the book to go out the barber. I mean, you got motherfuckers that might even weren't working for the Clinton Clan. They had their own agenda. Just I hate him and I want him to go down. I don't know, and they might have just got involved with the Killer Clowns just because they hate him. Like Jacob York, he went to the motherfucking Killer Clowns and told them, I know how to take down my dad. Some motherfuckers went to the Killer Clowns. And there are a lot of motherfuckers, because what they do, I don't do a tape on this, they do, they got different tactics that they use. Main one is infiltration. They infiltrate you. Then they look at the capability, how much money you got. Then they look at, is he a threat? Bible fucking flagged all of them categories. He had money, he's fucking capability, he had motherfuckers that believed in him, right? And by the way, I want to say this to all the people that said they worship Malachi. Nigga, Michael, the angel Michael never said that. He never them. Go read Revelation chapter 22, verse 8. He said, get up, I am your fellow servant. So we never told niggas to worship us. Whoever's out there saying that, nigga, we ain't never said that. We never said that. All right. Yeah. So, but back to what I was saying. The suckers on the land, some of them weren't even working for the Killer Clown. They just was criminals. They in their own fashion, and then they had their own agenda to come out. They hated Malachi for some reason, just like Chuck Morgan. Some girl that he was dating ended up liking Baba, and I guess she didn't want to mess with him. Machine against Malachi. I want to phrase that cut up. Hey, can you hear me? Yo,
Yeah, I heard you.
yeah. So it's an elaborate scheme, and now we seeing, and like I say, if you ain't standing over here with me and Faze, then it's you against us, man. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
So we don't. So put that out. Spread beefing with Faze, you beefing with Young. I'm seeing every fucking thing. I'm seeing how niggas move, seeing who hang with who run with who. I'm seeing how you niggas trying to set niggas up.
Yeah.
I'm seeing all that.
Yeah.
So just know, like when you see Young Elder, don't think I'm by myself. It's always some niggas standing in the crowd with swords. I'm talking about they're so sharp. If you look at them, you'll get cut. And them niggas gonna chop your head. You might get me, but hey, but you gonna die right after, like Farrakhan said. You know what I'm saying? Tell it straight up. And I'm like, but that's neither here nor there. We ain't really on that type of time. But like I'm saying, if you fucking with Faze, if Faze got a problem with you, we see you ain't on our side. Cause it's something you fucked up. Bump straight, nigga. If Faze on your ass, bump straight. We give niggas Laura bump straight. We giving niggas time to bump straight. You know what I'm saying? If you fucked up, come say what you fucked up at, and then express how we see the sincerity. We for stand for forgiveness. You know what I'm saying? We are news babies. We got a little forgiveness, but I'm telling you, one nigga you don't want to get pissed off is the news, because he give you so many chances. Forgive niggas, give them so many chances, but when you piss them off, nigga, it's a wrap. Ain't no waving the white flag after this. So you might wanna, if you think it's a fucking beef or whatever nigga think it is, this ain't none of that really. This is nigga, you doing something fucked up. You doing shit, you doing some Nakash whispering ass shit. That's what it is. And we sue and we called it out. And now that's what it is. So you can call bump straight, or y'all niggas can play these little games and